turn your camera
What's
around.
up?
How are you?
You can't figure this stuff out. You're too old for this.
Mate, let me tell you, technology, when you've got 54 million followers, is a bit of an issue. I was scoping, I was going, there was this 11,000, 12,000. I was going, oh, get out!
What's happening? How are you?
I'm good, buddy. What? Jesus. Just tilt the camera up a bit. No, I want to see the top bit. Your missus has been cutting your hair. Oh, my goodness. Are you happy with
Look
it?
at that. Looks sharp. It's beautiful. What's that?
That's why I'm wearing a cap. I got the I got some bad yeah, I got a half an hour of bad
Did you
stuff.
get your head mowed?
Mate, I had the lawnmower out.
I was just gonna say that. How's the family?
We're good, buddy. We're good. Where are you? Are you Mumbai or where are you?
Yeah, we're at home. Just trying to get through, man. It's been difficult. It's been intense, all over
Yeah.
the world. It's been quite tough.
Mm.
Um, what's been happening in the UK? What's the situation like now?
Mate, we're exactly the same. We're in lockdown. We are completely locked down. I've not been up to much.
Mhm.
We've got two kids running around, but luckily we don't live in the city, so we're not stuck in an apartment like a lot of people.
Yes.
We've got space, so we've got garden. We opened the swimming pool today.
Mhm.
So we're very lucky that we've got space. But it's tragic what's happening, huh? Tragic, tragic, tragic.
I know. Sweet. You're at Wentworth, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got a nice garden out here. I mean, I'd love to be hitting
Mm.
golf balls, but we've been told we're not allowed to. All the golf courses are closed, so I do a bit of chipping in the golf in the garden, but that's about it. Have you got space where you are?
Actually, we do have space. We went away to a farm
Mm.
before everything got intense. So we've been lucky. We actually have been in decent space ourselves, so we can walk around just within the compound. And yeah, as I was just gonna say, just be grateful. You don't know
Mm.
what people are going through, just being
I
locked
know,
in, and
I
I
know.
can feel for them. I see people just trying to get through these days. It's tough. It's tough to watch.
But I mean, in terms of you and in terms of your missus, you're obviously incredibly high profile, and you
Mm.
would be on the road now. I mean, I'd be in India now commentating and being on an airplane every day, going from ground to
Yeah,
ground. How nice is it
yeah.
though, from a family's perspective, to be able to spend good amount? I suppose I should ask your missus. I shouldn't be asking you this. To be spending time with each other all day, every day.
No, it's been wonderful. It's the longest we've spent together since we got married. Since we've been together actually. So I know
Really?
it's not, yeah, it's not ideal. We've never been in one place for this long.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, but yeah, that's been the case. It's not a good thing to, sort of single out the situation as something that you got an opportunity to spend time with. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I mean, we are looking at the positives, we are being careful, you're being cautious, but at the same time, you have to appreciate family time. I was just going
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
say, usually at this time, I'd probably be saying hello to you in Chinnaswamy or some of the other
Yeah.
stadiums,
Exactly.
not on Instagram Live.
Exactly.
So, yeah, these are
I
strange
know.
times.
It is, and they say that in the UK, it could be, if the public don't behave themselves, it could be a June lockdown. I mean, that's stuck in your houses until June to get rid of the peak of what's
Wow.
happening at the moment. I mean, and you say at least we have space. A lot of people don't have space. So, crikey,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
hope people behave for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, try and just do whatever they can to get through it,
Mm.
and then hopefully we get through the rest of it. What are you missing most about not being able to be footloose and fancy free?
Nothing.
You're not missing anything
Nothing. I just told my brother,
apart from your barber.
my brother messaged me 2 days back and he was like, I'm dying. So in our place in Gurgaon, near Delhi, we have a gym in the basement. He's never used the gym. And now he's in the gym every day and he's understanding the importance of that gym. So he told me I can't take it anymore. I need to go out. I'm just getting stuck in the house and it's difficult. He's with family as well, but people are just not used to being home.
Yeah,
And that's when I told him, welcome to our side of the world, welcome to our life. This is our life
yeah,
every day. So
absolutely.
we we are in isolation every day.
That's true. Geez,
Yeah.
especially you guys in India. I mean, at least here we can get out, and I think you love touring England and Australia and stuff where you can go to the beaches but I mean, in India, it's quite intense, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But, to be honest, we're just grateful that we're home. We're in one place, with all the
Mm,
travel restrictions now. Imagine if we were still on tour and stuck in some country, and
yeah.
could have been very, very difficult for everyone around, just stuck in different parts of the world. And I wanted to ask you, what's been the mindset of people in the UK? How are they dealing with the situation? How are they looking at things? And is there panic? Is there sort of,
Mate, there
confusion?
has been a reasonable amount of panic. I think people stockpiled for the first week or two a couple of weeks ago.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't understand the situation at the moment. We live on the flight path at Heathrow, and you can still see some airplanes in the air. I saw one of the airlines grounded their fleet recently.
Yeah.
British Airways were talking about letting go of 30,000 people on leave at the moment, and so I mean, I still don't understand how they haven't completely closed the borders here yet. When I came back from shooting that documentary a couple of weeks ago, there was quite a
Hmm.
big outcry. I flew in from, where was I? I was in, where did I fly? It was Mumbai or Delhi. I flew in from somewhere, and I walked straight through the border. No one's checking temperatures. At least in India, they were checking our temperatures before I even went into the hotel in Delhi. We had our temperatures checked. Everything was being checked, but it was very lackadaisical here. And apparently, it's still the same way at the borders, which is, I mean, it's crazy to think it's going on like that. Crazy, and the numbers are just going. They
I know
skyrocketing,
that's
skyrocketing.
strange to hear. Honestly, our response has been quite good. I mean,
Yep.
apart from few people that you would have seen the videos who haven't really respected the guidelines being
Yeah.
laid out, and I just don't understand how that happens because if you're looking to address a larger issue, there's a thing of unity that
Mm.
everyone should have, which unfortunately hasn't been the case with everyone. I think 80% of the people have taken it on board, but still those
Mm.
20% can be a huge, huge issue going forward. As you said, the spike is immense going into week 3 and 4. So I just hope that
Yeah.
people, get some sense into them and just
How are
stay
you
off the
training? Are
streets.
you training?
We actually got all our stuff put into a big car, and we got our stuff here. Everything that
Mm.
because I knew that if this goes on for longer, you still need to be able to train, and so I've got my lifting Olympic bar and plates, and there's a little garden to run around, and
All right, he
so
man.
yeah,
Oh, all right, he man.
me and Anushka have been training well.
Mate,
Yes.
I've seen it. Don't call it an Olympic bar. You need to be calling it something. Because the last time I saw legs like yours, they were hanging outside the nest. Little pencil legs. Here they are.
You know, it,
Little pencil legs.
it helps. It helps when you got big legs like yours, and you still pop a calf muscle. I've never popped my calf in my life.
Mate,
Look,
remember that. It looked like somebody shot me.
it was in Pune. I knew I was standing in slips, and I was like, "What the hell just happened to him?" So no use of big legs if you can't run. I'm sorry.
This is very true. And what I'm actually going to say now, just leave it, guys. Me and Virat are having a conversation here, and I know that there's a lot of people are very interested in this interview. We're just talking as friends. We're talking as buddies, and we're going to go back to 2009 now. We're going to talk about Bangalore, and we're going to have some fun. This is just Virat and I having some fun. This is not for any journalist to take this on one way or another way and to create ridiculous headlines. So please, if you're going to do that, then it's obviously going to finish off any conversations between people who just want to give normal fans some content. So just please respect the conversation. Dude,
Don't.
Aussie,
Okay, hold on,
Aussie,
hold on, hold
what?
on, hold on. Don't
What?
worry about this big lecture because no one's heard you. This is gonna go
That's
off
true.
anyway, so
I
just
tried.
carry on.
Okay, I tried. I tried.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Listen,
Yeah,
RCB,
go on. Hmm.
talk to me about the bloke in the middle of the picture that I posted this morning on Instagram. There was a guy that I posted in between that guy that's perfect and pure and has the most amazing beard compared to this guy in 2009.
Well, I don't recognize him anymore, to be honest.
I
I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, I know. I know. Good old days, but we had a lot of fun. We
do.
had amazing times together. I think right from 2008. You came in 2009, didn't you?
Yeah, 2009 was, I think, yeah, that was my first season, yeah.
Yeah, 9 and 10, you were with us.
Mm.
Yeah, 2009 is when we really sort of got it going. We really hit off well from day one. And yeah, they were good times. I mean, you obviously came in as the star player, like the big KP and, this all over South Africa, brew, bloody hell. Yeah, but it was fun. I remember all those days and playing with Jock and Dale and Mark Boucher as well.
And
Fun times. Rule
we had
off.
Rahul in our team. We had
Yeah. Anil
Kumble in the
Kumble,
team.
Rahul Dravid,
Dale
Robin.
Steyn.
We had a gun team.
Yeah.
Manish came on board. Manish Pandey he got a century in that season.
Remember, he got a century there at Centurion Park.
Yep. You
What
know
were you
what's the
learning?
most? You
were
remember
you
Jesse Ryder and Roelof van der Merwe?
I forgot about those two. Jeez.
You
We
cannot
won't tell the
forget
story
about both of
Roelof.
them in that season. They were the highlight of that whole season. How can you forget both of them?
That's true.
They were bad news. They were bad news together.
Justice. That were that Roelof van der Merwe. You gave him anything that looked like a bottle of wine, and he just turned into somebody. It was, oh my goodness. It was.
I mean, the
yeah,
kind of
that
things
was
he's
funny.
done, I can't really talk about them.
Every single time I get asked a question about you, I always refer to the questions, even though you were a bit of a. In 2009, you always sat next to the right players who you wanted to learn from the most. You had a very inquisitive brain when you were sitting next to the Callises, the Kumbles, the Dravi. You just wanted to learn, didn't you? You just wanted to be the best player.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious. I mean, for a youngster having all of these people around yourself when you came and you were at the peak of your career, and for me, it was just an opportunity to just absorb as much as I can. If I wanted to go higher and higher, I just had to do it. So, yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. There's different ways you can look at the IPL. Nowadays, there are a lot of youngsters who still ask those questions. I'm not sure of the other teams, but the people that we interact with, the guys in the Indian team, they ask those questions, which are, the right questions. So, yeah, it's basically how you look at things, and I always want to just be the best version of myself, and learning from you guys was a no-brainer.
Did you think that you would become as good as you've become?
Never. I was just talking to my coach the other day, 2 days ago. If someone told me 12 years ago you'll have these numbers after 12 years, I would have told them to get lost. No
Well,
chance.
that's amazing, huh?
I mean, just God's been kind. If your mind's in the right place, if you're thinking about the right thing, you have the right kind of vision, and to keep following regardless of all the noise around you, the results follow. If you look at the numbers and keep striving for the numbers, then the numbers go down, the career goes down, everything is lost.
So what are you
That's something that
striving? What do you strive for now? Every time you come out and bat, whether it be for RCB or for India, what are you're just thinking? End game is to win, and how do I win this game? You're not thinking about anything. There's no other clutter.
Not at all. Not at all. For me, the most important thing is how can I contribute to make my team win? Because that is what we started playing cricket for, when we were really, really small. So I don't think why that intent should change, why that mindset should change. It hasn't honestly changed with me. There's a lot of things that people try and create in India. They try and, cook things up, stir things up. You have experienced that a lot when you were playing as well. So it's basically, you just have to block the noise. And whenever I go to bat now, I understand that cricket is a small part of our lives, and I need to be able to make the most of the opportunity that I have in front of me. And I have a larger responsibility now, to be able to maintain this culture of fitness, of taking the team in the right direction. And I mean, you just have to be grateful that you have this opportunity, and you just need to make sure all your energy is in the right place to be able to do that.
Where did your nickname Chiku come from?
Chiku actually came from, MS has sort of made my nickname famous from behind the stumps. In the stump mics people pick up. They call me Chiku actually like I'm their neighbor or something like that in India. They'll shout out, "Oh, Chiku, once photo, please." And I'm like, I have a name. You don't know me, but you can't call me Chiku.
Jesus, so when this all finishes, you're going to walk down the street, Chiku!
Yeah, I get called out by the name of Chiku all the time. No one calls me Virat anymore. Either Kole or Chiku. That's it.
It's amazing. And I come to India and they all call me Peter. I'm saying, who the fuck's Peter? Peter! 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 Who's Peter?
No, I got this nickname by a coach we had in the state team, actually the Ranji Trophy, our first class teams. And I used to have big cheeks back then. And I had in 2000.
Sorry. You used to have what?
Big cheeks.
Big cheeks.
Cheeks, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for clarifying. I didn't hear you correctly.
I had big cheeks back then. In 2007, I thought I'm losing hair. My hair's shedding. I'm having a massive hair fall. So I got my hair cut really short like yours now. I look like a clown and I have big ears. So my cheeks stood out and my ears stood out. And so we used to have this comic in India, like a comic book when we were growing up called Champak. It was called Champak.
Yeah.
And there was a rabbit in that comic. That character's name was Chiku. So the coach called me Chiku the rabbit because I had big ears. So that's where the nickname came from. And then people started taking it up, and it went up to God knows where.
Brilliant. And tell me, RCB, a lot of people, since this thing went out, I've had such a busy phone in the last 24 hours. I mean, it's crazy. Why? And one of the big things was they want to ask, why have RCB not won a title yet? I mean, we get asked it all the time. We have to try and explain it in the commentary box. It's like, oh my God, geez, just stop asking the same question. Do you get sick of the same questions?
Look, when you have in like history in the previous seasons as well, when you've had the biggest players who played for RCB, obviously there's going to be much more attention on the team. Now you see, even with this team, myself, AB, Chris Gale, Dale had played recently as well, and all these great big players have played for RCB. So we're always going to be more in focus. But we actually spoke about it. We've reached 3 finals. We haven't won either single one of them. We've reached 3 semifinals. But those things are irrelevant. Those things are irrelevant as till the time you don't win that title. So look, we feel the same as everyone, to be honest. We keep talking about the team that we have. Even when we've had the best teams, we've just not been able to do it. But yeah, that's one of our main goals. We actually deserve to win a title, to be honest, because.
Is that something that you are focused on now? We'll move on to Indian cricket in a minute, but is that something that, I mean, you've achieved almost every single thing in the game. Your numbers are crazy. Do you really want to win an IPL?
Actually, I've realized something, that to go after something so badly, it keeps running away from you. And I remember all the times when we've done well in RCB, we've never thought of whether we're going to win the IPL or whether we're going to reach the semis or knockouts or anything like that. But it's just that added pressure. Whenever we've played in the recent past, we've just thought, this is the season, and it's just blown us all over the place. So I think we just need to get that joy back. And at this stage of my life, to be honest, I give everything that I have on the field.
How old are you now?
Like, I'm going to be 32 this year.
32?
Yes, sir.
Jesus. Okay. No, I wouldn't have guessed that. Right. I would have get 38, 39, somewhere around there.
32, 31. I'm 88 born, so how old am I now? I can't even count. I was shit at math.
There's the headline tomorrow. Virat doesn't know how old he is.
I'm 31. I'm 31 at the moment.
If that's as bad as it gets, then we've done really well in this session.
I'm 31.
31?
Yeah.
Okay. We get on to Indian cricket, and we talked about your transformation from 2009 to the person that you are now, and how fit you are, and how structured you are, and how much you train. Was that something that you desperately wanted to bring to Indian cricket? I remember playing against India when my first time I played against India was 2006. We toured India after that 2005 Ashes, and there was Tendulkar, Laxman, Dravid, Kumble, Harbhajan, Ajit Agarkar, Zahir Khan, Ashish Nehra. All these guys were playing. And I mean, you'd hit it to extra cover and you'd run 4. Yes, no problem. You just run 4. Whereas now, the team that you've got, you hit it to extra cover. You don't even think about running. Is that something that you've been so focused on and dedicated to bring into Indian cricket, that strive to make sure that in the field, we're the best?
Look, I started playing in 2008. I saw 2009, 10, 11 is when we won the World Cup. When you played that shit shot and we drew the game in Bangalore. 11
Thanks.
is when I got 11 is when I got you out stumped down the leg side without
Right.
bowling a
We're
legitimate.
gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Just talk about you.
Okay. So I saw 2009, 10, 11. These were my regular years with India. And then 12, that England tour when we came to England in 2011.
Yeah.
We lost badly there.
Yeah, you did. You got
2012,
whacked.
2012 Australia tour was a difficult one as well. So I thought, there's always a natural transition that happens in every team. And I was lucky that I was in the center of that transition when it was happening. And I got the opportunity to see both sides of things, like what we were lacking as a side and what the world was catching up on, and they were becoming far more superior compared to us. So the plan was clear. I mean, when the next lot of players come in, this is the direction we're going to go in. And to be honest, I was lucky that I played with a group of players who were driven, similar age group, and together from number 7 or 8 in the world in Test cricket. For 3 years now, we've been number one. So it's been quite a astonishing journey. It's quite unbelievable to be honest, because we had no experience and we beat everyone, most places. We competed everywhere we went in the world, and it's just that to be able to come to the top of world cricket again has been a great journey. But then again, it gave us a vision, a goal to achieve, and all our focus was towards that.
And with the IPL, you see a lot of teams that come to India now, and they're a lot more competitive. I remember we came to India and actually beat India in 2011, 2012, and that's because a lot of us actually feel at home in India as foreigners.
True.
India have an issue traveling abroad. They have a real issue traveling abroad. What do you think the biggest issue for you guys is traveling abroad? I'm talking results.
Now, to be honest, before when we used to tour, it used to happen sporadically. Like we would come to England every 3 or 4 years, and in between there was nothing. But India, you guys would come every year for the IPL and get used to the conditions and so on and so forth. But now, when there's so much cricket happening, we don't feel any conditions are alien, to be honest. Now,
Right.
I feel like traveling to other countries and playing at home is a level field. Anyone can beat anyone anywhere because we're playing each other so much in different conditions all the time. Australia, I remember we went to Australia for a whole tour, and then suddenly 3 weeks after that, they were in India playing ODIs against us.
Yeah.
That would never happen before. So now it's not a question of whether we know the conditions or not. It's all about the mindset, the fatigue, whether you play too much cricket, whether you're ready mentally, physically or not. So I think those are the challenges now. Now we don't feel like any condition is sort of alien to us, and that I think is the most exciting part.
Do you feel like you play too much? I remember in my career, I was having huge arguments and disagreements with the ECB because of my schedule. And all I wanted the ECB to manage was my schedule, because I was playing every T20 game, every one-day international, every test match cricket. And I didn't want to miss out on the IPL, which is what guys don't miss out on now. Do you feel like you play too much cricket?
Look, I've been taking breaks. Honestly, I felt like last 2, 3 seasons I was doing too much, so I started taking breaks every now and then, T20 matches here and there, maybe a ODI series here and there, because I didn't want to miss any Test cricket, to be honest. And T20 cricket in between, I just felt like there were too many games that had no relevance, and I've spoken about it in the press as well quite a few times that you just can't have matches where you have zero sort of motivation or energy, and I don't like to play like that.
Yeah.
But I've just thought about it. I've been playing 3 formats for 9 years now, including the IPL, along with captaincy for 6 years. So it's not easy. It's not easy.
No.
But
No.
I'll see. I said 2, 3 years more. I think till the next World Cup. I'm gonna give it all and then figure out where I stand, which format, whatnot, all those questions later.
And obviously one of the biggest changes that you've made, and I know that, I mean, I campaign for wildlife all the time, and the thing that people hammer me the most about is eating meat. Now,
Mm.
you're vegetarian, you made that decision because believe me, in 2009, 2010, when we hung out, you weren't a vegetarian. you're now,
No,
you're
no.
now,
I
you're now
wasn't
a
a
now
Yeah,
a
I
vegetarian.
wasn't a vegetarian till 2018. When we actually came to England, I left eating meat just before the test series started. And
Why?
I'd been thinking about it. I'll tell you the real reason. I mean, people use different kinds of reasons and they try
Yep.
and figure out themselves. So in 2018, when we went to South Africa, I got a cervical spine issue while playing a test match
You got
at
what?
Centurion. A cervical spine issue. One of the discs in my cervical spine, they bulged out and it compressed a nerve which was running straight till the little finger of my right hand. So it gave me a tingling sensation. I could barely feel my little finger on the right hand. I
Wow.
couldn't sleep at night. Yeah, it was hurting like mad. I couldn't sleep at night, and then I got my test done, and my stomach was too acidic. So my body was creating too much uric acid. My body was too acidic. So what was
Wow.
happening was, even though I was taking calcium, magnesium, everything, one tablet was not sufficient for my body to function properly. So my stomach started pulling calcium from my bones, and my bones got weaker, and that's why I got this issue. So that's why
Wow.
I stopped eating meat completely in the middle of the England tour to cut down that uric acid and the acidity in my body. And then I've never felt better in my life, to be honest. I felt amazing. It's almost been 2 years now, and it's the best decision I've taken in my life.
Really? It's amazing. I mean,
It's been
yeah, you look amazing. And I mean, I've tried that now. So I've seen all this and I watched that film, that Game Changers or
Mhm.
whatever, that film.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you were part of that film. And I mean, I have vegetarian days. Jess and I have vegetarian days at home. And you do feel so light. You feel amazing, don't you?
Yeah, amazing. I mean, I've never felt better waking up. I've never
Yeah.
felt better when I have to recover after a game. I mean, if you make me play 3 games a week, which are intense, I'm at it 120% every game. I can recover within a day after a test match and go on another test match. It's so much better than being on meat. Being vegetarian now made me feel honestly, I felt like why didn't I do it before? I should have done it two, three
Yeah.
years earlier, to
Yeah.
be honest. It's completely changed everything. You start feeling better, you start thinking better, your body's lighter, you're more positive, you have more energy to do more. So, yes, overall, it's just been an amazing, amazing change. Are you guys doing it as well?
Thank goodness I don't have to play 3 games a week because there's no way in this world a South African can go without meat, dude. I do it for maybe 1 day or 2 days a week. If I'm feeling really generous, I'll give it 2 days. But there's no ways. I just can't do it. I mean, I got a beautiful barbecue out here. I mean, as much as I would love to, as much as you're trying to sell a great story, mm-mm. It just. I mean, and I
Listen,
do feel great. And that movie, mate, that Game Changers film that I watched, it really does paint a really good picture. But I just couldn't do it, mate. Couldn't do it. No way.
yeah,
But
I mean,
but you talk about that that ability to be able to turn on every single day. I was running on a treadmill in geez, I don't know where it was, and MS came and jumped on the treadmill next to me. And
mhm.
first of all, to see MS in the gym at that stage, I was like, oh, Jesus, what are you doing in here? Um, and we started talking about you and started talking about your leadership. It was at the time that he was just starting to finish in that. And he said
Mm,
one of the things that he said that would interest him would be whether or not you would be able to maintain that energy on the field, that excitement on the
mm,
field, that
mm,
aggressive leadership on the field. And I said to him, I
mm.
said, Jesus, I said, surely you cannot love cricket that much that you want to just start swinging punches every time you walk out onto the field. and you've done it. Why is it because of your diet or is it because of what's in your ear, in between your ears? Not that there's much there. What is it?
Yeah, there's a bit of crazy up here as well. I wouldn't deny
I
it.
know.
But look, as I said, I mean, I know, and you can ask MS that as well. When I played under MS, I was in his ears every over. Maybe we can do this, maybe we can do that. If there was a time where you had to field on the boundary, I would run from long on to long on. I wanted to be in the right place at the right time. Even now, even if I'm captain or not, I don't think standing on the field I need to behave myself because I'm captain. I need to be able to enjoy the game first and think about
Yeah.
strategy and all that later because that is who I am. So I cannot play any other way. I will give
Yeah.
120% every ball.
Yeah.
And I made a promise to myself the day I stop feeling like I can do it, I'll stop playing. I want to be
Really?
able to play till the time I play the way I play right now
Oh,
with the same
Jesus.
intensity. Otherwise, I will not.
So we're going to have to keep talking over the next few years about how you want us to jump in a UFC ring every time you up on a cricket field.
I just like
Yeah,
to
you
get it going.
bastard! I was going to swear a little bit, but I'll stop.
That's what my teammates and bowlers say as well. They say you celebrate more than us when we take a wicket.
I mean,
I
it's a
said I
good
can't
thing.
control myself.
It's a
Yeah,
good
it's a
thing.
good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah,
I
you
spoke to
need to
Rogan
enjoy
last
yourself.
week. I spoke to Rogan
Yeah.
last week, and we were talking about
Uh-huh.
sledging, and we were talking about aggression on the field. And he said, "Well, we do have a fairly aggressive leader." And I just started pissing myself. I was like, "Oh yes, yes, oh yes, just a very." I mean,
That
he's
helps. That
slightly
helps.
aggressive, huh?
Yeah, that surely helps. That surely helps. Anyone who's feeling a bit whether I should say something or not, they just need to look at me and say, "No problems, go for it."
But clearly you love the dudes off the field, and you just get into that. It's called white line fever, isn't it? Where you get over that white line, and I know there's
Yep.
millions of people who are going to watch this and are seeing this. You just have the white line fever where you will just do anything within the rules to win the game for India. It's simple.
Yep, absolutely. And it's look, I've known you. I've known you for a lot of years now. And people say I've experienced something very strongly. When people don't know you, they have a very, very different picture of you that they paint in their heads. And I
Mm.
have no problems in people thinking that the person might be like this. But when you don't know the person, when you haven't interacted with the person, for someone to say that the guy is like that, I don't
Yeah.
agree with that because
Yeah.
you can't create a reality for someone else in your own head and then treat them accordingly. I
Okay.
never do that.
Yeah.
I would meet people. I would get to know you, even though I see your body language on the field and I feel like, oh, that doesn't seem really nice. But if you meet me outside the field and we got
Mm.
along, I
Yeah.
got along with Bouch. There were different views about Bouch as well. I got along with him amazingly well, with you as well. So it's about accepting people the way they are, and I think that's important. You
Yeah.
step
Yeah.
off the field and you accept people as just human beings. When your competitive spirit comes out, there's no problem in being competitive, being aggressive. You've had duels on the field. It never
Mm.
gets to physically punching someone in the face. I mean, it would never get to that. It's
Maybe.
basically just yeah. Maybe with you it could have a few times, but not with me. Not with me. I'm too small. I can't take on the big guys physically. That helps.
Does the IPL and the friendships that you've created in the IPL make it a little bit more difficult to, when you're playing against Australia, to give a volley to a teammate in another opposition, or does it not matter? When you're playing for India, you're playing for India, and I don't care if you play for RCB with me, without me, whatever it is, I'm going to beat you, and that's it.
Um, Look, IPL has definitely made things much better when it comes to respecting people, especially when you get to know someone.
Yeah,
You don't feel internally. I mean, I played against AB. Never in my dreams will I think of sledging AB. It just won't come to me naturally.
yeah,
I would just say, okay, if an opportunity comes to me, I'm trying to take that opportunity with both my hands any day of the week. I want to get him out, but I wouldn't
yeah,
get into his face in a way that it can spoil our friendship, our relationship. Because you
exactly.
understand at the end of the day, those things last you longer in life. So whoever you get to know, obviously, it's a mutual respect. Both ways, the line is not crossed. But
Mm,
otherwise, we're always looking for something
yeah,
spicy to get into the zone eventually because you want to be at your best. And if
of course.
that's what gets you on, why not?
What's been your most fun innings? I'm not going to ask you what's been your best innings. What's been your most fun innings? Because I actually got asked this in an interview a couple of months ago. I was doing something and they said, "What's been your most fun innings?" And I was like, "Shit, I've never been asked this before. It's always, what's your best innings? What had the most impact? What's been the most fun? The one where you just got, that was so much fun. It's just like, Jesus, I just got there and I just went bang, 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 bang. Do you have any?
Ah,
It's
yeah,
a
I do
tough
have one.
question, isn't it?
Yeah, I do have one. It was against Kings 11 in the IPL. It was, I think, a a 14 over game or 15 over game, and I got 112 overs.
I remember.
And yeah, so that was one of the days where I felt like, geez, I'm just connecting everything, and you just felt like you couldn't get out. And I've never felt like that before. Just to be able to hit every ball and not
Yeah.
have that fear of getting out, it was amazing. So that has been my most fun innings. What about you?
And talking, mate, it was such a
Tell
long
me
time
yours. Tell me
ago.
yours.
Huh?
Do you remember?
No,
I'm
it's
sure
too
you don't
long
remember
ago.
any of your innings after I got you out stumped.
You know, I was going to talk about your
Let's talk
bowling
about
there,
it.
but the one before I get to your beautiful length that you used to bowl and that very traditional action.
Excellent.
What you talk about fear, and there'll be a lot of youngsters watching this, and people say, "Oh, play without fear. Don't worry about the consequences." For youngsters watching this, in your position, walking out to bat. Now you're lucky. You've made it in the game. You're the best that's playing at the moment. Your numbers are fantastic. At the start of your career, or in the middle of your career, even now, what's been your lowest? The lowest you've been. What's the lowest you've been in your career?
I think the lowest point in my career was the England tour in 2014, where that's one phase where I felt like, when as a batsman, you're going to get out in the morning when you wake up. That was the time I felt like that there's
Shit.
no chance I'm getting runs.
Really?
And yeah, to be able and still to get out of bed and just get dressed for the game and to go out there to go through that knowing that you will fail was
Yeah.
something that just ate me up. It just demolished me completely. And I promised myself I'm never going to allow myself to feel like that ever again in life. But that was the lowest point and that happened for all the younger guys listening to think right in the game. That happened because I was too focused on doing well from a personal point of view. I
Wow.
wanted to get run. I could never
Wow.
think of what does the team want me to do in this situation. I just got too engulfed with England tour. If I perform here, Test cricket, in my mind, I'm going to feel established and all that crap on the outside, which
Yeah.
was not important at all. It just ate me up. I just kept going into a downward spiral, and I just couldn't get out of it. Horrible.
And technique-wise, is it all about just making sure that you prepare well? I talk about training well, making sure that the day before you don't leave any stone unturned, so that whatever happens in the bright lights just happens, but you've got to be able to practice well. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. But when you're playing so many games now, and me and AD have spoken about this quite a bit, we don't come to every session and we don't bat for long periods anymore. So if I have 2 sessions of batting and I go to the first one and the first one's precise, I would take the next day off, relax, make sure I'm physically right and good to go 120%. I would not go to the ground just for the sake of it. If I'm not getting anything out of that practice session, I will not go to the stadium anymore. So that's obviously a gradual change, but at the start of my career, I wanted to learn, I wanted to see as much as I could. I wanted to observe other people, and that was a different kind of preparation back then. But now it's become sort of different, and I think technique also it's everything's mental. I mean, you've played in a time where you were walking and hitting fast bowlers. Coaches don't teach you that, so it's
Yeah.
it's it's innovation. It's staying ahead of the opponent. It's thinking one step ahead of the opponent. And these things, if you're aware, if you're thinking about how to win the game for your team, these things come to you. If you're too personal in your approach, you're too self-centered, you're thinking only about yourself, then you're just looking for ways to get out eventually. Because people are going to find you out. You're not getting out of your comfort zone because you don't want to fail. So this is a gradual sort of transition that happens over the years. But as a youngster, I was at every practice session. I was in there. I just
Yeah.
wanted to be watching people, observing, asking questions, asking questions. I think conversations are the most important thing for any cricketer.
Yeah, you say I used to run at batters, and they don't coach that. They also don't coach the switch hit, something that you can't do. So at least there's something I can do that you can't do.
Yeah, I know. And something that you will never be able to do, and I did, which was to get you out.
That's where we're moving on to now. I want to tell every single person watching this that I mean I would love to show you our WhatsApps. He's mentioned about 75,000 times in the last 3 or 4 days since we said we'd do this interview. When can I talk about how I got you out? When can I? And I can't remember.
You can't remember? I don't know exact. I think it was Southampton T20, if I'm not wrong.
You stumped
I'm
down the
not
leg
sure.
side.
It was your famous one leg flick where you took your back leg off the crease and MS got you stumped. And by the way, I'm the only bowler in cricket history. Know this. I'm the
What?
only bowler in the history of cricket to get a wicket in international cricket without bowling a legitimate delivery, and you were the batsman. I got you stumped
Seriously.
on a wide ball. It was 0 balls, one wide, one wicket. No one's done that. No one.
The
Wow,
thing
thank you
is,
so much.
the thing is, there's method in my madness, mate. I just wanted to be able to produce something for you that was something we could talk about all if in the future years. When you join us in the commentary box, it'll be something we talk about that we show. I mean, it's
You know,
friendship.
I saw you walking off, and you'd played with me 2 years, and you wouldn't even look at me. I was celebrating. You were so embarrassed. You just looked down and you walked away. And I laughed so hard after that game. I was like, bloody hell, he didn't want to look at me because I would have laughed in your face. Oh, wow.
I
Good
think I
days,
might have
good days.
broken a bat there actually, because I just thought, Jesus, I can just see this coming. Forever, he's going to abuse me. Forever. And it's still happening. And that was what, 9 years ago. Prick. The thing is, as well, it's MS too. So, I mean, we were having some fun with commentary with MS
Ah,
quite a
yes.
few years ago. And Jesus, he never got me out. So there's a lot of people who'll be watching this too that always say, oh, you're MS Dhoni's first test wicket. I referred... I referred it, and it was not out. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
And they were, I'm your first test wicket. I'm your first. He even fucking said it on commentary when I was
Yeah, but
interviewing. Mike Gagawa went,
look, the thing is, MS has a point because it came up on the
As
stump
out.
mics, but nothing came up on the hotspot. So he has a point.
Bullshit. Don't you start backing him. Yours was out. You got me out. He never got me
Mine
out.
was legitimate. You can never
Yes.
question that.
Yes.
You didn't even look to go back. You just walked off.
No, I was never getting out to MS. To you, I don't mind, but at least that action I could at least sort of talk about. Well, I mean, I didn't really pick it up. It came at an angle. It came at that kind of angle. MS had a bit of a conventional thing, so I was like, I cannot get out to that. That is filth.
All that is a fast bowling.
Who's the best? Who's your favorite batting partner? Before we'll finish off with fans on social media now.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite batting partner?
Favorite batting partner? Two people that I've enjoyed the most batting with. I love guys who can run really well and who um, understand my calling and intent to run. So I think MS, when playing for India, we've run the best together, and AB otherwise. I mean, AB and me are like, we don't even need to say anything. It's just the partnership flows. We don't talk cricket as well in between, and it's just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Brother, I've got a load of stuff here that I just want to go over, just fans, social media, and I mean, I suppose we play to entertain. We play for the fans. We're sitting in a situation at the moment where we're having to entertain on Instagram Live because you can't go and slap bowlers all over the Chinnaswamy Stadium because of what's happening in the world. But how important are fans to you? How important? I mean, I just did a little thing here now. Social media. I looked on Instagram now. Ronaldo, 210 million followers. Messi, 146 million followers. You've got 53 million followers. You've got Federer at 7 million, Hamilton at 15 million, Tom Brady at 7 million, McIlroy at 2 million, Bolt at 9 million. Does that come with responsibility?
It does. It does. Honestly, I see a lot of backing and love from genuine fans on social media now. The good thing about social media now is that they're able to show you that support and that love in times that other people are not really willing to. So I think I felt this over the years that, the number of people that like you and that appreciate what you do, their intent, their energy, it really motivates you and it pushes you in the right direction, to be honest. Because without their contribution, without their energy and them wishing well for you, you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing on a daily basis. There's no chance to be able to get this motivation every day. You walk into a stadium, people are just shouting your name, 30, 40,000 of them. You just get into a zone. There's no denying that. So I mean, these are things that you can't replicate anywhere else, and I absolutely have total respect for that. You know, fans that genuinely love the game, genuinely love what you do, and they respect good and bad equally. I hats off to them, honestly, big respect.
I tell you something, you talk about the fans going crazy. I mean, when you walk on the field anywhere in India or wherever, I mean, it's chaos. And I remember playing with Tendulkar, with Sehwag, with Yuvi and MS, and it being exactly the same way. One thing I will tell you is that when that happens now and you say you get into the zone, just appreciate it. Because if I think there's one thing that I miss,
Yeah.
I remember playing all those days and you walk onto the field. I remember just playing at the Ferocia Kotla for Delhi and having that one bumper season. And for the rest of the time, it was just like every time I walked out, KP, KP. Like you've got to just, you really have got to just, you've almost got to just bottle it up and just remember it because, dude, those are the best days of your life when people are going crazy like that.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. I think these are things that one needs to appreciate. We are a bunch of the lucky few that get to experience this.
Yeah.
Even today, with you speak about difficult times now, and you understand that the kind of place you are in right now. You said you have space to move around. You have a garden. You have a pool.
Mm.
I see the current situation where people don't have jobs. They're
Yep.
struggling on a daily basis.
Yep.
You can't have any other feeling than to be grateful. Just have the most amount of gratitude you can because God has put us in a place where we don't have to go through those moments. And if in this place as well we sit down and complain about things, I don't think that that's fair. So
Mm.
just looking at what's happening all over the world, it just makes you feel, where was I really heading? Which direction does my life really want to go in? And I think this time will really make us all reflect on it. So yeah, this is indeed a blessing that we have.
I'm going to finish off now. We're going to finish off just with some fans' questions. I went through a load of them. There's about 5 or 6 here, and then I just want one other thing, and then you're done and dusted. You can go back to sweeping the floor and mopping your bathroom. Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo.
Why?
Work ethic, drive, passion, all the crap, noise on the outside, deflect it, move ahead, know what you need to do, and just get done.
Will you shave your beard off?
No, never.
Why? Chico! Chico!
No, I don't have cheeks anymore, but
Chico!
I look horrible without a beard, so I would never have shaved it off. Never.
Favorite destination to go with your missus? No cricket. Favorite destination?
No cricket. Queenstown. We went the year before. We went to New Zealand. Or last year, 2019. Queenstown, hands down number one, and then wildlife safari in South Africa. We need to come to your lodge next.
Yeah, well, let's hope we get some time. It's crazy there. I mean, it's amazing that whole tourism industry, the whole travel industry. I mean, there in Kaziranga, where I was a couple of weeks ago, that's completely shut down for tourism. And then South Africa is completely shut for tourism. And goodness, I got so many of my mates there now. I mean, we've had to close our lodge. We've had to, I mean, we're looking after our staff and making sure that they've got 100% pay because they are just amazing. But geez, it's a sad situation. But you'll do that. You guys will get out there for sure. Favorite cricketing memory?
Actually, coincidentally, you just called me on the day that we won the World Cup, so that has to be the favorite cricketing memory for me.
Was that 2011?
Yeah, today.
Really? Okay.
What a day to call, KB!
Dig it! And I'll only like this one if you answer it the right way. Now be very careful how you answer this, because this could end badly for you. Your favorite commentator?
My favorite commentator is... It's easy. My favorite... No, it's not you. Come on. My favorite commentator is... Nasser?
Okay, me. That's perfect. Too long to answer the question. Thank you, me. That's fine. Perfect.
Okay. Go on.
Digger?
ठीक है, go on.
ठीक है. And then I'm going to say there's two more things now. Tell me about that. You told me about this the other day that I'm very interested because I've never known anything about it. Your foundation that looks after all the non-cricketing athletes. What's that all about?
Yeah. Set up the foundation in 2013, got it registered in 2016. Then we started collecting funds. We started doing events, dinners, charity functions, fundraisers, a few auctions here and there. And then eventually we started giving out these scholarships. So we understood the challenges. So in India in cricket, we have decent facilities to be able to make a career out of playing cricket, and you have enough academies and places to practice. But other sports, there are not many places that you can go and have quality practice, quality facilities. So we wanted to identify for sport in general in the country, who are these people? And we have a panel of elite sports people who have played for the country, represented in different sports over the years. So they select people, they track their progress, young kids, 14, 15, 16, who have potential to eventually go on and become world-class athletes, maybe Olympic medal winners or something like that as well. So
Wow.
we take care of their progress. We provide nutrition. We have a few tie-ups with hospitals, nutrition companies. We provide coaches to them as well. We provide counseling as well through these experts that I mentioned. So yeah, we track their progress, and one
all over India.
of the guys. Sorry.
All over India.
All over India, yeah. All sports.
Wow.
So we obviously track their performance. Anyone who's doing really well and we feel like they don't have the right kind of facilities, we just pull them out, bring them into the program, and just give them a scholarship where we say, we're going to take care of you, we're going to send you to tournaments, take care of your travel, nutrition, you don't need to worry about anything. So we just give them an opportunity, a platform, and a chance.
Amazing. Well done, mate. Well done. The last, I actually thought there's one more thing, but there's one other thing. Golf. Am I going to get you into the game of golf?
Never.
Why? What's wrong with you?
Because you haven't played golf with me. I played golf with Boucher, Callis, Dale in 2008. We went to a golf course in Bangalore, and I just couldn't keep my legs in place. I just kept hitting everything over covers because I would clear my leg and slog it like we do in cricket. And they said, you got to fetch the ball and play it again. I was like, no way, I'm playing this sport again. They bloody sent me into the bushes 3 times. I was like, thank you. Take your golf club, I'm going in.
Your missus has just put a message up there. Chalo, 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 dinner time. So I'm going to ask you one more question.
Beautiful.
The last one, and I think probably the most important, your favorite form of the game and why?
Test cricket, test cricket, test cricket, test cricket, test cricket. 5 times.
Amazing. Why, buddy?
Yeah. Why? Because test cricket for me is actually, it's a representation of life, to be honest. You gotta keep going when you don't score runs. You gotta clap for everyone else when you haven't scored a run. You gotta give everything that you have. You gotta go back into your room, have that same routine, wake up every morning, come out to play, whether you've done well or not. And in life, you have to do the same. You just don't have an option of not competing or not participating. So for me, test cricket is life, and I've learned the most. Playing test cricket, it's made me a better person.
Amazing. And you know what? I said that the other day when they said that they wanted 4-day test matches, and you came out very strongly and you said, no, I'm not interested in 4-day test matches. I only wanted 5-day test matches. They try to get me to do something quite lengthy in a debate show. And I said, guys, the facts of the matter are that Virat doesn't want 4-day test matches. So 4-day test matches ain't happening. And on that note, go and enjoy your vegetables. Have a banana.
Cheers.
I love you, brother.
Cheers, KP. Thanks. Good to see you.
Bye, buddy. Bye, mate. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Guy. Where is the big? There you are. How are you, mate?
How are you doing, KP?
I'm good. You okay?
Yeah, doing okay now. As of now, all good.
So tell me, I was messaging you this morning. I couldn't get hold of you for an hour and a half. You sent me a message. You said, I'm doing the housework. When last did you do housework?
I don't remember when was the last time I did any of that. I went cleaning all my house. You can see, we were playing a little bit of cricket with my daughter.
Yeah.
So yeah, cleaning the house is not easy, man. It took 2 hours for me because I saw your message. It was around noon, and I replied you back around 2:30.
I know.
So yeah, it took me 2.5 hours to clean the house.
What were you doing? Were you doing I mean, I've been doing the hoovering. I've been doing I mean, I do the dishwasher about 7 times a day, packing it, unpacking it. Now I've got 2 kids and they're just running an absolute mock in the house. What have you been doing?
I was doing a bit of my laundry.
Yeah.
I was mopping my whole flooring, cleaning the glass windows, these windows. As you can see how clean it is right now. And cleaning this whole area so my daughter can play here.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
What outside space have you got?
Sorry?
What outside space have you got?
This is what I have. This is the balcony I have, and there's one little outside, there's one little space. We are not so lucky as you, where you have your back garden and everything.
Yeah, no, I know.
We live in big
we are
apartments.
very lucky.
As you can see, I'm on 29th floor here.
So let's have a look.
See this.
Goodness me. Right in the middle of Mumbai, huh?
Yes, the city has come to standstill. I cannot hear anything.
Goodness. And is that a net because you're practicing your cricket strokes, or you don't want the balls to fly over the balcony?
Yes, you're right. The pigeons, pigeons, they come inside, man. They come inside and they poop everywhere, and I have to clean that as well. So I've just made sure there is net covering here so that they don't come inside.
Who's doing the cooking in the house? Who's doing all the other day-to-day jobs?
We've got someone to do the cooking, and my wife is a very good cook. She does a bit of cooking as well. But yeah, I mean, we've been on a very on an easy streak. We're not eating anything fancy. Keeping it very simple and real. What I trying to remember all my old days, what we used to do during our old days, cleaning the house, making sure everything is in the house.
Yeah.
And then yeah, a lot of things actually. You know, I now look back at it and I think how our life was hectic. I mean, all these years, you know, we've been on the road all the time, going from one place to another. But now I realize it's so important to spend some time with your family as well and understand what goes inside your house.
Yeah.
You know, it's important. And now I've got the reality check about, you know, how important it is to spend time with your loved ones, because, you know, they want us to be with them.
Yeah.
It's not easy. And I've got a very young kid. So kind of.
What are you missing? What are you missing most about not being out and about?
Definitely playing the game. That is something that I'm missing a lot. And I was injured for last 2.5 months, so I've been itching to go out. And when I got the news that everything is going to be postponed, I was a little sad. I was quite looking forward to go and play the IPL. But yeah, again, I mean, regardless of all that, I mean, the safety of the nation, the whole world right now is important. And I can see that, you know, there's been a lot of discipline in the country. Watching a lot of news as well these days to keep up with the world, to see what is happening in India. I think, you know, it's been 2 days of a lockdown and it's pretty disciplined at the moment, except people going for their emergency stuff like buying groceries, you know, medical services and all that. And so far,
I mean, it's crazy here as well, man. I mean, I went on a bike ride the other day, and you just don't see anybody around. There's just nothing. You're not allowed to do anything here. It's complete lockdown, and it's, I suppose, exactly what I saw a picture or a message from your wife on Instagram. There's dolphins in the bay in Mumbai. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
No, man. For
yes,
real?
it was taken from that video was taken from an apartment right in front of Marine Drive, which is what the first thing I checked. Whether it's a fake video or it's the real one, it is the real one. It's right, I mean, probably 50 or 70 meters from the shore.
Crazy. And I mean, that's unheard of, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know when was the last time we heard of dolphins or any of sea creatures coming to the shore of Mumbai.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I've seen some pictures actually in Italy, Venice, where they've seen the before and after pictures. It's crazy how maybe nature's just resetting itself here.
Yeah, I mean, see, in hindsight, if you look at the other side, I mean, we get to know what we've done to the earth,
Yeah.
and now it's kind of in a healing process.
Mm.
It's healing down because I've never seen blue skies in Mumbai, and I can see that right now. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that. I'll show you. See?
My goodness. That's unbelievable.
Exactly. So,
Jesus.
I mean, yeah, and the pollution and everything has gone down massively. But
Mm.
again, I mean, I don't want to disrespect what is happening in the world right now. Without any disrespect, I know what we are going through. People are losing lives. People are battling through this tough period, which is not easy, which is not an easy sight. So, I mean, I made a video the other day as well, thanking the doctors, the nurses, and everybody.
Sure. Sure.
From the ward boy as well.
Yeah.
They're doing a incredible job to making sure that we all are safe and we can just be at our home. Worrying about our family. They've been worrying about the entire nation because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see so many cases coming up through the day and things like that.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, I was meant to be traveling as well in the next couple of days to India because it's obviously IPL season.
Correct.
What were your expectations for the Mumbai Indians this year? What were you expecting from them and captaincy? Are you enjoying the captaincy? Have you enjoyed the captaincy? Is it something that you're really looking forward to again?
Yeah. I love captaining Mumbai Indians. We've got a great bunch of squad. Everybody who's been part of the team, all these years, in some way or the other, they put their hand up at different situations, which makes my job easier. Or I can say I look better as a captain.
Yeah.
When you also know you've been a captain yourself, when your players put their hand up,
Yeah.
it makes your job so easy.
Yeah,
So,
I suppose
I was quite looking forward to. We got few new additions to the squad. We got Chris Lynn, Trent Bolt, Nathan Coulter-Nile, and a few others as well. So I was quite excited.
I was going to ask you, who's been your best buy? Who would your best buy have been for this season coming up? Who do you think? I mean, if you can chuck those names around there, Coulter-Nile's a good one. Chris Lynn.
Trent Bolt as well. I mean, with the
Bolt.
new ball on a pitch like Wankhede, swinging the ball into the right-hander, taking the ball away from the left-hander. I was quite looking forward to that because I know how much the ball swings in the first few overs at Wankhede. And there's a bit of extra bounce from the other grounds if you compare it. So, along with Bumrah, he would have made a lethal combination. So I was quite looking forward to that. I'm still looking forward to that. I mean, fingers crossed.
Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think the IPL would happen at some stage this year?
At some stage, yeah. If things settle down and things get a little easier, it might happen. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. And in
Right
coaching,
now,
who's coaching you again this year?
Mahela.
Mahela's still the coach?
Yeah.
Who's been
he's
your
done a
favorite?
wonderful job.
Who's been your favorite coach over the years in your whole career? Who's been your favorite coach? Indian coach, Mumbai Indians.
Very difficult to pick one name because they all bring something or the other to the table. I mean, Ricky Ponting to me was a magic.
Yeah.
The way he handled the team when he was captain for the first half of the tournament, and then he gave the captaincy to me.
Yeah.
In the midway through the tournament.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of guts to do that in the middle of the tournament, to leave the captaincy and get someone else to do it.
Yeah.
I can only imagine him doing that. And, after that as well, to be as involved as
he was,
as he was as a captain, or then as a I mean, I would rather say a support staff, because he was playing a supporting role to all the players, to all the youngsters in the team, and he was guiding me through the captaincy. And yeah, I got to learn a lot from him. So he was a different ball game altogether. Mahela is very calm, he's very composed, and he only tells you to do things that he sees is probably right or wrong. I mean, he'll draw a line very quickly and say, do not, as a team, we shouldn't be crossing that line.
Yeah.
So his messages are very clear, and his.
I think I think all players are very, very lucky to be able to tap into the overseas brains. And I also think that from the overseas perspective, I'll speak from my perspective as a player coming to India, when you can understand that you can have a home ground in India, you can gain a lot of support in India, it makes you feel more comfortable. Have you found it harder as an Indian player to play against foreigners over the last 5 or 6 years, with the foreigners being so comfortable in India?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually goes both ways, because all our local players, including us, we've benefited playing alongside them, to know how they think about the game, how they want to prepare, how they prepare against certain individual, and it's the same for them as well, rubbing shoulders with each other in terms of nationality. You know,
Hey, Rohit. De Villiers has just come on and said he likes the pictures in my background. He says you need to show a little bit more there. He said you're not showing enough. Mr. De Villiers is on you.
Oh. Get him on the line as well.
I'm gonna do De Villiers. I don't know how we can get De Villiers onto this. I'm gonna do De Villiers. No, it's gonna happen. You see, ABD is here. Yes, De Villiers is here. We definitely, there he is. Look at him. But no, you're right. You are right. From an overseas perspective and an Indian perspective, it's definitely it's 100% improved the game too.
Yeah, it's been a learning curve for both nationality, the Indian and the foreign nationals. I mean, they pick up so much, and eventually, you realize that at the end of the tournament, it's sad when the tournament comes to an end.
Yeah.
When you see all the players booking their tickets to go back to their country.
Yeah.
And to know that you won't be playing with them anymore, it's a bit of. I mean, it's sad. But again,
what about sledging? And I mean, I know that India historically isn't a country where you go to and you get sledged. I mean, you guys don't need to sledge there. The wicked sledge us enough. They spin and bounce and turn and do what they need to do. But I found it also became increasingly hard to become so friendly with people and then go and play in an Ashes series and start abusing guys who you spend so many months of the year with playing together. It's changed the game from that perspective as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has a lot. I mean, traditionally, the Indian team much better than anyone else. I mean, we don't usually go on to sledge or be in people's face while we are playing. I mean, right now we've started a little bit because we've got a very aggressive captain.
Yeah.
So we do that a little bit, but again, I mean, it's fun. It's just a banter. It's nothing personal. Everyone knows that, and I hope everyone knows that it's nothing personal. It's just just to bring a bit of laughter in the game, and try and keep the environment a little relaxed. You know what I mean?
Of course. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I completely get it, and it's definitely changed the dynamic. I found it harder actually playing against those guys because you want to make sure that after the game they can't send you a message or speak to you and say, I've got you in my pocket, I knocked you over, or we beat you. You want to always hold the upper hand against your mates.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you want that competitiveness as well when you are in the battle with the opposition. You want that competitiveness to be there as well. At the same time, one should know that we can't cross lines.
Yeah, for sure.
Have to be within the rules of the game, and then everything is fine. It's
who's the best player you've played with? Indian, Mumbai Indians. Who's the best player you've played with? Who would you rank? You would say, you know what? I've learned so much from that dude. He's just great.
I mean, I grew up watching Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar was somebody I grew up watching. I learned so many things by reading his book, actually, which inspired me to play at the highest level, which was right at the beginning of when I started playing cricket.
Yeah.
The name of the book is The Making of a Cricketer.
Yeah.
And in that book, his journey is mentioned, how through all the hardships he's gone through, and never ever it's been so easy for him to be where he is right now.
Yeah.
Most important thing which I learned from him is being humble in whatever you do,
Yeah.
and being disciplined at the same time as well. I mean, after achieving so much, you just try to, you tend to slip away a little bit, but I've never seen that from him. So that is something that I try and bring into my journey and my routine as well. Like, there's sky is the limit. There is no end to anything.
What's been your lowest point in your career? What's been the lowest point you've just gone, oh my goodness, I don't know what's happening?
That was 2011 World Cup when I was not picked. I was not part of the 2011 World Cup. And that was the saddest moment because the World Cup was being played in India and the final was at my home ground, Wankhede. So to miss out on all that and to sit at home and watch these guys lift the trophy was not easy for me. So that was the lowest point for me.
Why weren't you picked?
Oh, it's my own performances. I was not at my best at that point. Someone has come to say hi.
Where is she? Hello.
Say hi, Sammy. Hi. Do hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Say hi.
Instagram star. Mwah.
She's learning to play cricket.
Legend. Legend. Do you want her to be a cricketer?
You want to be a cricketer? Right now, she just.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Who's that?
You.
Yo.
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 Yo. Okay.
Was it Mother's Day? Was it Mother's Day in India on Sunday?
Sorry, what's that?
Was it Mother's Day in India on Sunday?
No, not on Sunday.
It wasn't on Sunday. Oh, no, in the UK it was Mother's Day, and obviously for everybody it was a bit of a damn squib just because of the situation with everything at the moment. People weren't able to see their mums and that, so it's actually but it's quite nice to be a family unit, isn't it? All under one roof and being able to spend so much time together.
I mean, that's what I said at the start. I mean, in a way, I want to look at this lockdown as a positive way to just bond with my family, stay indoors, and try and help the country, whatever they're asking us to do for. So yeah, I mean,
How are you
as well.
How are you keeping fit?
It's very hard actually. I live in a building which is about 54 floors, 54-story building. Which means they have to shut down all the indoor, outdoor activities in the building.
Yeah.
There was gym which was being used till a while ago, but they've stopped that as well.
Oh my goodness.
So you can't use the gym as well. And then, come sit here. And then,
Hi.
okay. And then I've been just running up and down in the stairs to do my endurance.
You've been running up 54 flights of stairs?
Not 54 floors, but yeah, about 2-3 floors up and down. And I've got a little routine which my trainers have sent. So I'm trying to do all of that. A little bit of TheraBand here and there, balance pad, Bosu ball and all that. Push-ups. Yeah, I mean, whatever I can do indoors, yeah. Actually, my endurance, she's been keeping a check on my endurance because she makes me run all over the house. So
it's crazy, right? So these those Fitbits that people wear to check out their steps.
How
many steps? My son is doing grown-ups, and I mean, I know Sunny Gavaskar was so funny when you guys are playing and we're commentating in the Wankhede. It'll get to about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and Sunny's wearing this watch. And you'll see that he's only done about 8,000 steps in the day. So between commentary stints, Sunny is walking up and down the passage to get to his 10,000 steps.
It's crazy. I mean, I've seen a lot of my friends do that as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it's going to help the youngsters just do the walking part of it and get 10,000 steps done. And my father-in-law uses that as well.
Where did you get the nickname the Hitman? I see Hitman's flying all over my screen here at the moment. Hitman. Jeez.
I guess it was, way back in 2013 actually. I was batting and I got a double 100 in that game against Australia.
Yeah, I remember it.
Double 100. So Mr. Ravi Shastri was on air, and you know how he talks. And
The Hitman.
yeah, he said, "Oh, he is India's hitman. They call him a hitman of India." Because there was a talk, there was, you know, PD, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so he's the one who gave me that name. And,
Really?
yeah, because my name ends with hit,
Mhm.
HIT. And he said, "Ro, you are a hitman, man. You are a hitman."
So for
He was
everybody
talking to
watching,
me.
PD is the floor manager, and he
Yeah.
works for Star, and he's the little guy that you see running around, basically just making us as commentators work and getting all the interviews right. He's the main man.
A lot of the cricket lovers who are online right now, they would know who PD is because he's always seen on the
Yeah.
on the television.
Yeah, he likes to be seen on the television.
Yeah, although it's very difficult to spot him, but yeah.
I tell you what, it's very difficult to spot him. It's also very difficult to spot Yuvrendra Chahal. I think he's giving you something.
Yeah,
saying,
I mean,
he's saying, hey, he says, Rohit, how are you keeping fit? So he's on you.
He's here. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not surprised. He's an Instagram lover.
Is he? There he
Yeah,
is. KP is my first Test match wicket. Chahal, mate, I would have closed my eyes betting against you, brother.
Yeah, I'm sure he's watching us. He's watching us.
He is. He's commenting on the posts at the moment.
Yeah.
He loves his Xbox and everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he loves his Xbox. I know. He's not a much of an Xbox fan. He's much of a that whatever that game is on the mobile phone. They play PUBG. It's some shooting game.
Really?
So you get 5 guys online and you play together. You can talk. You can talk while
so you can
playing.
communicate between each other.
Yeah, exactly. If the guy is sitting in the other city, I mean, you can talk and you can find a way to kill the other person. You know, it's very complicated. I'm not much of a
Youngsters.
mobile game fan. I love my PlayStation. Yes, I do play PlayStation a lot, but not much on my phone.
Who do you think is hating this the most in the Indian team? Being cooped up in their room and not being able to move. Who's hating it?
I guess guys who are single, they must be dying to go out. I see all these guys posting pictures, selfies, and all that. I can make out from all that these guys are fried. They want to get out. The worst part is, you know, there are cops sitting right under the building of all these guys.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, most of the guys, they're sitting. I mean, as soon as they see them come down, go up. You can't come down, go up. Yeah, I mean, particularly they're keeping eye on all these naughty boys.
There we
Like
go.
Chahal.
So Chahal is actually saying here to him. He's the one. He says 20 days to go. He can't wait to get out.
Yeah, I know. I cannot even imagine what he'll be going through all these 20 days.
Who else? Come on. Any others?
I mean, people actually, you know what? People who live outside Mumbai, they'll be slightly happier because they've got a
space.
Space. They can
Yeah.
easily. They live in houses, not in apartments. So
Yeah.
they've got garden, they've got pool and all that, so they can still manage. For me, it's damn tough, difficult, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm keeping up.
But you're a role model in the country, and I think you're doing it amazingly well to be able to just say to people and broadcast a message. If there's a message that you'd like to give all the Indians now, what would you like to say?
I mean, yeah, I would just not just the Indians, but the entire nation, you know, entire world. I mean, it's important for us to be a little disciplined at this point. You know, there has been times where people, you know, have said, I want to do something for the country. I want to do something for the country. This is their time to show that by even this much, they can make a difference by doing this much. So all we are asking is to just stay home and a little discipline. I know people still will go out for, you know, buying groceries and medical services. And, you know, there are a lot of other people who are working to make sure that grocery stores will be open. So for them as well, you know, just discipline, social distancing is very important. Washing hands, keeping your hygiene nice and clean.
Yeah.
Which I see, you know, happening around our country pretty well right
Brilliant.
now. UK, I hope, you know, UK is one of my favorite places to visit. I hope, you know,
Yeah, they are, mate.
Because-
It's under complete. I promise you, it's under complete lockdown. There is nothing going on here at the moment, and they've been. I mean, it's taken a little bit longer than everybody would have expected. They would have expected this place to have gone into lockdown 2 or 3 weeks ago, but the lockdown is real now. They're not doing anything. I think one of the most beautiful things is we live quite nicely outside of London, and there's a gorgeous forest next to us, and you see so many kids walking with their parents, and you just from the kids' perspective, how amazing must it be for them to be having mom and dad at home the whole time, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what I'm thinking right now about my kid. Like, I mean, it's so tough. You know, they don't understand why am I kept in the house. I want to go out and enjoy the garden, but she doesn't know that. So she cries a lot inside the house. But we're trying to keep her entertained. We're trying to do everything we can. I know it's so tough. I can only imagine what the kids must be going through and all that.
Let's talk.
Suffering.
Yeah, let's talk quickly about your love of conservation, your love of wildlife, your love of rhinos. I mean, I just shot the documentary for National Geographic.
I mean, that was my last. That was going to be my last conversation with you. I wanted to ask you about that. Instead of me answering that, I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I watched all your Instagram stories, and I can't wait for that documentary to come out, because Kaziranga is the place where I've been looking forward to visit for a long time now.
Yeah.
And you know, the only reason I've not been there is because
hectic.
Yeah, we get only 7-8 days between the series, and it's very tough to go there and come back to Bombay and start doing what I do. So I was looking forward to, you know, find some time between IPL and you know, me getting fit. So I had about 10 days there, but now it's gone. I was planning to visit at that point, but it's gone.
Are you fully fit now? Before I talk to you about
I'm fully fit. Yeah, I still have to do my fitness testing because NCA got shut because of all this.
Yeah.
So I still have to do my fitness testing, which I'll do, I guess, once the lockdown opens up or ease out a little bit, and then yeah, I mean, if I had to play a game today, I'm ready to play a game.
Beautiful.
I just have to do the formalities and all that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, Kaziranga, mate, the thing is, in Kaziranga, you got a flight to Guwahati. So we spent a couple of days in Guwahati, and we went to a couple of local schools there to just see how the city kids worked and did what they did. And then it's about 4.5 hours to 5 hour drive to Kaziranga. And we stayed just on the side of the park. I mean, the conservation effort there, it is the greatest conservation story in Indian history, the number of rhinos and the population of rhino there. Honestly, it is, you turn left and there's a rhino, turn right, there's a rhino. The population has grown so much that they're now relocating to another national park because the rhino per capita,
good news.
The rhino per capita in Kaziranga National Park is so good. So we filmed the whole documentary on the success stories and how the people live in harmony with the animals. There's no fence around Kaziranga National Park compared to South Africa, where there's 10-foot tall electric fences with monitors and cameras and CCTV. The animals and the humans just live so happily together, and it's the most majestic part of the world. I mean, it's beautiful, man. I went walking through rural villages there and speaking to people, seeing people smile, being invited into all the houses, being cooked for. Unbelievable. You have to go. If as much as you love animals and you love the rhino, you have to go. It's incredible.
No. It's my plan to go with my family. In fact, not my kid, but I want to take my wife Ritika over there, and just to experience the whole whole situation there. I know will be an amazing experience for me there. So I'm quite looking forward to that. But let's see how the next few months plans out for all of us.
Exactly.
And, we can do that.
And it's your birthday end of the month?
Yeah, April end.
End of April. I've just had a message through from Star to say that they're going to be celebrating your birthday in style for a week, starting on around about the 30th of April. So you'll have something to watch, mate. You'll be able to watch yourself play pull shots.
I've been watching all of that all these days. I've never seen me play so much as I've seen in the last 2 days. So
Do you like watching yourself play? Do you watch and go, oh goodness, why did I do that?
yeah, at times I do. But I don't want to be. I keep it on mute and watch. I don't want people to talk about how I bat and what shot I play and things
I
like
see.
that.
You don't like me talking about how good you are.
No, I love your commentary. Don't worry, Katie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Mate, I reckon that's about it. You get back to the little girl now.
Yes, she's saying bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
You flying kiss.
Thanks,
Good
Rohit.
Thanks, KP.
Cheers, brother. Bye, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye, buddy.
I'll keep in touch.
Yes, bro. Bye bye bye.
अभी
हेलो
मेरे
रोहित शर्मा, रोहित शर्मा, हेलो हेलो हेलो।
ज्यादा मस्ती नहीं लगता है, बहुत मिस किया तूने इतने टाइम से।
बिल्कुल
नहीं, अभी जस्ट मैं तेरे आने से पहले आई वाज जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट कि कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है हमारे लिए थोड़ा डिसिप्लिन मेंटेन करना। ये जो टाइम चल रहा है सबके लिए इतना आसान नहीं है। तो आई वाज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू गिव अ मैसेज। और बताइए आपके हालचाल क्या है, आप क्या कर रहे हो फिलहाल लॉकडाउन पर? मुझे पता है लॉकडाउन वाले बंदे हो नहीं वैसे आप, मुझे पता है बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, बट क्या करते हैं जरा लोगों को बताइए अपने बारे में।
मैं भैया पूरा रूटीन अपना सुबह 5 बजे सोता हूँ, 2 बजे उठता हूँ, लंच करता हूँ। यस भैया।
क्या बात है यार, सुबह 5 बजे भाई मेरे।
थोड़ा गेम खेल लेते हैं, पबजी वगैरह, पबजी खेल लेते हैं। तो फिर थोड़ा टिकटॉक पे वीडियो देख लेते हैं, फिर उठ जाते हैं। फिर सुबह 9 बजे मॉम उठाते हैं दूध पिलाने के लिए, फिर दूध पीते हैं, फिर वापस सो जाते हैं। फिर 2 बजे उठते हैं, फिर लंच करते हैं, फिर थोड़ा फैमिली के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, फिर रूम पे आगे वीडियो देखते हैं, थोड़ा नेटफ्लिक्स वगैरह, अमेजोन वगैरह जो भी है वो देखते हैं। फिर रात को डिनर करते हैं, फिर वापस आ जाते हैं, फिर पबजी खेलते हैं।
अभी फिलहाल इन चीजों के अलावा हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते। जैसे भी हमारा जो भी टाइम चल रहा है अच्छे तरीके से यूटिलाइज करना चाहिए अपने को। फैमिली के साथ हम क्रिकेटर्स के लिए इतने सालों से इतना आसान नहीं था फैमिली से दूर रहना। हर तीसरे चौथे दिन हम टूर पे चले जाते थे घर आने के बाद। तो आई थिंक ये एक टाइम है जहाँ पे हम अपने घर वालों के साथ टाइम स्पेंड कर सकते हैं।
बिल्कुल भैया, बिल्कुल।
मैंने आपका वीडियो देखा अभी रिसेंटली। डैड को इतना मत नचाओ यार, घुटना उठना टूट जाएंगे भाई। नहीं
डैड यंग है यार अभी। जब से गुड़गांव शिफ्ट हुआ, जब से पूरा रेस्ट ही कर रहे हैं, तो मैं थोड़ा वर्कआउट करा देते हैं उन्हें।
नहीं अच्छा, मैंने आपका वीडियो भी देखा यार, अपने कुत्तों के साथ आप खेल रहे हो, अच्छी चीज है ये भी।
क्योंकि काफी मेरे लिए भी काफी टाइम के बाद मैं घर टाइम स्पेंड कर रहा हूँ, तो क्योंकि मुझे भी नहीं मिल पा रहा था, क्योंकि उससे पहले तो मैं वैसे अकेला रहता था। तो आई थिंक ये टाइम है भी, क्योंकि थोड़ा करें हम भी, और स्पेशली क्योंकि बाहर जा नहीं सकते जिस हिसाब से चल रहा है।
जी और आप क्यों कर रहा हूँ यार, तेरे को मैं समझ में नहीं आ रहा।
रिस्पेक्ट है भैया, रिस्पेक्ट है, दिल से आ रही है। वो वाली रिस्पेक्ट आप लाइव पे कर नहीं सकते ना।
हाँ बिल्कुल,
लाखों लोग कैमरा लेके बैठे हैं, कैप्चर कर लेंगे।
हाँ यार बिल्कुल, वो जब कैमरा सामने चालू रहता है ना ऐसे, तो पता नहीं वो जी तुम आप
जैसे फेमस हुआ था, भाग पुजी भाग।
बोल मत यहाँ पर, चुपचाप रहे भाई। अच्छा, एक और बात मेरे को पता है यार, अपने आप को फिट रख रहा है कि नहीं, कुछ कर रहा है फिटनेस के लिए या
अभी तो भैया मैं कर रहा हूँ, पर अभी मैं 1-2 दिन से वापस रूटीन में आऊंगा। तो मतलब स्टार्ट में जो भी होता है, तो फिर अपना जो लोग देखेंगे जिम वगैरह की, जिम तो है नहीं, पर अपना जो भी नॉर्मल वर्कआउट हो सकता है, मतलब एक्सरसाइज वगैरह, तो वो मैं अभी स्टार्ट करूंगा। क्योंकि काफी टाइम के बाद थोड़ा सा रेस्ट मिला है, तो फैमिली का टाइम थोड़ा स्पेंड कर रहा हूँ।
जरूरी है, अच्छा टाइम यूज करो यार। हम भी मतलब काफी जो चीज हम एज अ फैमिली पहले नहीं कर पाते थे क्योंकि टाइम कम होता था, तो जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें थे वो करते थे। अभी क्या है, अभी हम लोग बैठ के साथ में टीवी देख रहे हैं, साथ में खेल रहे हैं, समायरा को लेके, और
बिल्कुल।
काफी कुछ चीज यार, मतलब अभी मैं क्या बताऊँ यार, पूरा दिन हम खेलते ही रहते। और
ये तो है भैया।
हाँ, फिलहाल हरियाणा में अभी कैसा माहौल है, सब ठीक है वहाँ पर?
अभी तो भैया है, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ लोगों को थोड़ा सा कीड़ा तो रहता ही है कि बाहर घूमने का।
तो
सामने
यार
मेरे
तुम्हारे जैसे लोग को खड़ा होना चाहिए और
भैया जिस
बोलना
हिसाब से,
चाहिए।
क्योंकि जो सामने पार्क है ना, वो बीच में 2-3 प्लॉट छोड़ के है,
तो अपने
तो वहां
बालकनी
तक
में
आवाज जाता नहीं। लेकिन मैंने वहां पे फिर डैड ने
देख,
सिक्योरिटी वालों को फोन
मुझे
किया।
हाय बोलने के लिए कोई आया है।
हाय समाइरा,
Let me say hi.
हाय हाय,
Seen him on TV, right?
हेलो, रिमेम्बर मी?
समायरा छोटे छोटे इसमें ना स्पेशल अपीयरेंस देने वाली है।
हाँ, वैसे ये इसकी अपीयरेंस आपसे बड़ी है, तो प्लीज आप हट सकते हैं, तो मैंने देख लो।
Hi.
हाय हाय,
Who are you playing with?
माइरा
Lucy.
फ्लाइंग किस?
Samira is playing with Lucy.
ओह, माइरा फ्लाइंग किस?
You see?
हेलो। उजू।
तो यार मैं ये बोल रहा था कि तेरे को अपने बालकनी में खड़े होकर उनको चिल्लाना चाहिए, बोलना चाहिए भाई घर पे जाओ यार।
नहीं, वहां तक जाता नहीं,
Emergency
लेकिन
हो,
हमने
emergency।
सिक्योरिटी गार्ड को बोला, और जिन अंकल का घर है वो डैड को जानते हैं, तो उन्होंने जाके स्पेशली पार्क में जाके उन
हाँ।
लोगों को बोला कि प्लीज, क्योंकि कई लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता, उनको लगता है कि लॉकडाउन का मतलब उनको समझ में नहीं आया, क्योंकि एक ऐसा वायरस है भैया कि आप अगर किसी से मिल भी रहे हो ना, तो आपको हो जाएगा, और अगर आपको हुआ तो आपको पता नहीं लगेगा, तब आप घर आओगे तो आप अपनी पूरी फैमिली को डेंजर में डाल रहे हो।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
तो ये चीज थोड़ा सा समझना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि तभी 21 डेज का किया है, वरना तो ऐसा अगर इतना सीरियस होता नहीं।
कितने दिन का?
21 डेज का। तो ये 14th ऑफ अप्रैल तक।
यार चहल आपका नेटवर्क खराब है यार, ऐसे मत करो।
भैया मैं, क्योंकि यहाँ देखो पता है प्रॉब्लम क्या है, मैं वाईफाई इसलिए यूज नहीं कर रहा क्योंकि सब लोग घर पे बैठ के वाईफाई यूज कर रहे होंगे।
तो यार तू भी यूज कर ले वाईफाई।
तो वो थोड़ा
फिलहाल
स्लो हो
मैं
जाता है।
देखो बॉम्बे का दिखा, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे लोग बाहर दिख रहे मुझे, बट यार ये आई थिंक देव मस्ट बी सम सॉर्ट ऑफ इमरजेंसी और समथिंग, ऐसा कुछ हो
या
सकता है
भैया,
मेरे हिसाब से, ऐसे ही होना चाहिए।
अच्छा मेरे लिए मुझे आप देख सकते हैं।
एक दो गाड़ियां दिख रही है, बट फिलहाल बॉम्बे मैंने कभी आज तक ऐसा नहीं देखा है, इतना शांत। ये तो एक साइड है, वो दिख रहा है
सेम भैया।
सीलिंग।
हाँ, हाँ जी भैया।
चल नेटवर्क ठीक कर यार अपना तू।
भैया आपका है, आपका, मेरा तो परफेक्ट चल रहा है, परफेक्ट।
ठीक है, अभी तो मैं बालकनी में था, अभी मैं अंदर जा रहा हूँ।
हाँ, इस वजह से थोड़ी रुक रहा है। अच्छा भैया, एक चीज पूछनी थी मुझे।
जी
एक क्वेश्चन
बताइए।
था, ये आईपीएल कब स्टार्ट
हाँ,
हो रहा है? ये
आईपीएल
आईपीएल कब स्टार्ट हो रहा है?
यार, सबको आईपीएल के बारे में ही जानना है। अभी फिलहाल देखो यार, आईपीएल मुझे तो नहीं पता यार, मैं तो डिसाइड नहीं करता, बट फिलहाल हम सब सारे क्रिकेटर्स को क्रिकेट खेलना है, बहुत कुछ खेलना है, बट अभी फिलहाल तो अपने को ध्यान में रखना चाहिए जो अभी कंट्री में चल रहा है, हमारे
बिल्कुल
ये
भैया।
और सारे कंट्रियों में। पहले वो सब ठीक हो जाए, जो लोग इस चीज से सफर कर रहे हैं वो सब ठीक हो जाए। एक बार वो सब ठीक हो गया, उसके बाद आई थिंक लाइफ नॉर्मल हो जाएगा।
बिल्कुल भैया।
तो और वो होने के लिए हम सबको डिसिप्लिन होना पड़ेगा। तो इसीलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ भाई, मेरे बालकनी में खड़े रहो और चिल्लाओ जो भी बाहर दिख रहे हैं। मैं फिलहाल 29th फ्लोर पे हूँ यहाँ पर, तो मैं यहाँ से नीचे नहीं चिल्ला सकता, बट अगर होगा तो मैं चिल्लाऊंगा।
तो आप एक काम करो ना, एक पेपर लो, उस पे लिखो और अपने बालकनी से फेंकते रहो।
नहीं यार, कचरा कहाँ फेंकने की बात है।
तो वैसे आप घर पे रह रहे हो, तो
लोग
मतलब आपने साफ सफाई, बर्तन धोना वगैरह तो सीख लिया होगा थोड़ा बहुत तो।
हाँ, मैं
भाभी
कर
का
रहा हूँ यार, जो भी अभी घर साफ सफाई। अभी मैं केविन पीटरसन से बात कर रहा था इसी चीज के बारे में, उसने
मैंने
मुझे
देखा,
12 बजे सुबह मैसेज किया था, उसका रिप्लाई मैंने 2:30 बजे किया। वो मुझे बोल रहा है भाई ये लॉकडाउन है, लॉकडाउन में तू कहाँ 2.5 घंटा बिजी था, क्या कर रहा था भाई? तो मैंने उसको समझाया कि यार घर वर साफ कर रहा था, ये सब मौका कभी मिला नहीं है, तो सीख रहा था घर कैसे साफ करते हैं।
कहा भाभी कपड़े कैसे धोने हैं, हमारे
हाँ
कपड़े
बिल्कुल,
कैसे धोने हैं।
हाँ सब लॉन्ड्री वॉन्ड्री कर रहा हूँ। यही मेरा फिटनेस है एक्चुअली, अभी देखा जाए तो। यहाँ वहाँ समायरा के पीछे भाग रहा हूँ, यहाँ से वहाँ, वहाँ से यहाँ, तो यही थोड़ा बहुत जो भी हो रहा है हो रहा है।
पर एक अच्छा ना भी, जो जिनकी शादी हो चुकी है उनका अच्छा की फैमिली बच्चों का टाइम मिल रहा है।
हाँ मैं वही, उसने मुझे यही चीज पूछा था कि यार सबसे ज्यादा कौन तड़प रहा होगा बाहर जाने के लिए अभी, तो मैंने उसको तेरा ही नाम लिया। मुझे पता है कि जो लोग शादीशुदा है, जिसकी शादी नहीं हुई है, वो लोग का तो भाई पता नहीं क्या हो रहा होगा। जो शादी है वो अपनी बीवी, जो शादीशुदा लोग हैं बीवी के साथ घर में बैठे हैं, टीवी देख रहे, मूवी देख रहे, बच्चों के साथ खेल रहे, यहाँ वहाँ मस्ती कर रहे। बट जो लोग अकेले हैं अपना सर दीवार पे मार रहे
वो आजकल वो शादी के लिए किसी को ढूंढ नहीं पा रहे हैं।
अरे मुझे
21 दिन
बहुत
का
लोग यहाँ पे
लॉकडाउन है।
मैसेज कर रहे नीचे यार, पूछ रहे कि चहल का थोड़ा क्रिकेट के बारे में बात करो। चहल सो में क्या, आई मीन सी अभी यार आई वाज वेरी
यार
मच
ये
लुकिंग
हमारे लिए भी
फॉरवर्ड।
एक हॉलीडे है, तो क्रिकेट के
अभी
बाद हम 21
चहल
दिन बात करेंगे। या भैया
listen to me. Now we spoke in Hindi enough. Time for us to talk in English now.
ओके
Okay?
भैया, ब्रिंग इट ऑन।
Bring it on.
तराक।
मैं ये पूछना चाह, I was asking, I was looking forward for you guys to play against South Africa. अभी वो भी that got cancelled. The New Zealand series didn't go well for us, but what was something that you were trying to change in this South Africa series in your bowling? I thought you bowled really well. You at different point in the game you brought the team back into the winning position, but हम लोग वो finishing line cross नहीं कर सके. But what was something new that you were trying to do ये South Africa series में?
I think in New Zealand, in 2 matches I took 6 wickets, but I'm just waiting for the one winning spell. You know that if you take like 2 or 3 wickets,
Like
but
one in Australia, you did one in Australia, 6 wickets.
yeah, in Australia I took 6 wickets. So I'm missing that spell because it's been so long. I'm taking 1, 2, 3 wickets, but I
You
can
want
understand. Okay,
You want that bigger figure.
yeah, I wanted not a bigger finger, but like even in the last T20, last ODI game in New Zealand, I took 3 wickets in 7 overs. But I think that time in like 1 over, I tried so much. I was like, running behind the wicket. Okay, I want to get him out. I want to get him out. But sometimes you have to be patient and you have to bowl like you bowl to top order batsmen. So I think I was planning to in the South Africa series, I have to change a little bit this.
There is a question from Ritika. How are you managing without Ro for so long? Jesus.
भाभी वो तो अभी मुंबई है, वरना अगर यहाँ होते तो आप वो बाजू में इधर ही होते.
But again, there is another question which people are asking me is how come Chahal is friends with all these international players so much and not with Indian players so much? मतलब उनको लग रहा है कि तेरा बॉन्ड जो है ये क्रिस गेल, एबी डिविलियर्स, कॉलिन डी ग्रैंडहोम, टिम साउदी और कौन हो गया, सारे वेस्ट इंडियन ये सबसे तेरी दोस्ती ज्यादा है और हमारे लोग हमारे से ज्यादा नहीं है. बट मेरे साथ तो है यार, क्या है?
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है मेरा, सबका पूरी टीम में देखो तो मतलब आईपीएल में
प्लीज एक्सप्लेन कि
एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना आईपीएल में, क्योंकि मेरी आदत है लेट तक सोना और वो आते तो उनको जेट लैग लगा होता है, तो
क्या
मतलब
इतने लेट तक आप?
हाँ नहीं मतलब मैं सोता हूँ, मतलब 1-2 बजे तक सोता हूँ और वो भी तब तक जाग रहे होते हैं. मोस्टली अपने इंडियन प्लेयर्स सो जाते हैं 11 बजे 11:30 बजे, तो एक्स्ट्रा जो 1.5-2 घंटा उनके बाद मैं बैठता हूँ.
11:30 बजे खत्म होता है मेरे भाई.
हाँ तो उसके बाद मैं नॉर्मली बता रहा हूँ भैया, अगर जैसे ऑफ डे होता है या कैंप्स होते हैं, मतलब स्टार्टिंग जो होता है जब भी होता है, जो एक्स्ट्रा 1.5-2 घंटा होता है ना, बस वही है उनकी तरफ, थोड़ा बॉन्ड ज्यादा है बस वो, और कुछ नहीं है.
चलो ठीक है, मैं एक्सपोज नहीं करूंगा आपको ज्यादा.
मत करो, नीचे फैमिली देख रही है.
अच्छा तो आपका बैंड कब बज रहा है फिर? कुछ है उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए जरा कुछ.
अभी तो पहले कोरोना वायरस खत्म करते हैं. अभी तो जो है इसने बैंड बजा रखा है, फिर जो हम मिस कर रहे हैं थोड़ा क्रिकेट खेलने.
इसको यार इसको मजाक में मत लो यार, सीरियसली.
नहीं क्योंकि कई लोगों का मैंने देखा है, मैंने कई वीडियोस देखे हैं, मतलब वो कहते हैं कि हाँ कोरोना वायरस हमारे क्या कर देगा. तो इवन ये तो अभी थोड़ा पुलिस ने जो बहुत अच्छा काम किया है कि वो आजकल बैटिंग कर रही है पुलिस हमारी, जो भी मिलता है तो उसको सीधा घर पे ही छक्का मार रहे हैं। तो आई थिंक ये चीज बहुत अच्छी चीज करी है हमारे पीएम ने कि पूरा क्लोज कर दिया है। क्योंकि अगर
हाँ
आप
नहीं, ये चीज लॉकडाउन से ही खत्म हो गया यार।
हाँ, क्योंकि आप इटली देखोगे, यूएस देखोगे, मतलब वहाँ पे केसेस बढ़ रहे हैं डे बाय डे।
बिल्कुल।
तो आई थिंक अगर 21 डे में अगर हम 30-40% भी कम कर दें तो आई थिंक इट्स अ गुड थिंग।
हाँ यार, बस हम लोगों को थोड़ा समझदारी से काम लेना होगा एंड बस स्टे होम यार, एज सिंपल एज दैट।
यस भैया।
युजवेंद्र चहल जैसा आदमी घर में है, बड़ी ताजुब की बात है हम मेरे लिए तो, क्योंकि मैं जानता हूँ उनको बहुत अच्छे से, घर बैठना पसंद नहीं करते। अगर उसके जैसा आदमी घर बैठ रहा है तो बाकी लोग भी बैठ ही सकते हैं यार।
क्योंकि
इसी
अब
के साथ हम ये कॉन्वर्सेशन एंड करेंगे। चहल टीवी तो फेमस है ही, बट चहल टीवी सिर्फ बीसीसीआई के टूर्नामेंट में होगा। यहाँ पे अभी घर में बैठे बैठे हम
यहाँ
आपस
पे
में
आते
बात
आते
करेंगे।
यस बिल्कुल भैया।
या बिल्कुल।
चले आप जाइए, आपका खाना डिनर बनाने का टाइम हो गया होगा, आटा वगैरह
नहीं, अभी डिनर बन चुका है हमारा। हमने मिलके बना लिया था। बट चल, नाइस टॉकिंग टू यू, गुड सीइंग
सेम
यू
है भैया। आई विल सी यू सून।
तंदुरुस्त रहो और ध्यान रखो घर वालों का, आसपास वालों का, बाहर मत
वैसे
निकलो।
एक और क्वेश्चन है, आपका पुल शॉट के लिए जहाँ से पावर आता है थोड़ा वो बढ़ गया है या कम हो गया?
फुल शॉट तो यार तुमको पता ही है भाई, मैं अगर नींद से भी उठ के आऊंगा तो मार दूंगा।
जहाँ से पावर आता है वहां की बात
पावर
कर
तो
रहे
सब जगह से आता है भाई, हाथ से आता है, कोर से आता है और सबसे ज्यादा
यहाँ से आता है। बिल्कुल भैया।
चलो
चलो
भाई,
भाभी और तुम्हारे को प्यार बोलना। विल सी यू सून भैया।
बहुत जल्दी
बाय
बात
भैया।
करेंगे।
बिल्कुल डन भैया।
बिल्कुल डन।
सी यू भैया। बाय। टेक केयर।
बाय बाय। अरे मेरे भाई अरे कहाँ
मैं तो
पे
कब
भाई
से कोशिश कर रहा था।
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, ये हम लोग इंस्टाग्राम वाले लोग नहीं है तो इतना हमको पता नहीं कैसे करते हैं क्या है।
पर हो तो गया ना आखिर।
जस्सी, हाउ आर यू डूइंग बड़ी?
गुड गुड गुड। आप कैसे हो?
मैं तो ठीक हूँ यार, चिल कर रहा हूँ अभी, और क्या, घर पे हूँ।
मैं देख रहा था कि चहल भी कुछ लिख रहा है, ये भी लिख रहा है। चहल एक्सपर्ट है। मैंने उसका ऐसे ही वीडियो एक देखा था, तो मैंने देखा उसमें भी वो इंस्टाग्राम पे है, तो मैंने बोला थोड़ा सोशल मीडिया को आराम दे सकता है वो।
चहल इस चैट पे अभी लिख रहा है कि लाइफ में इतना कुछ हो
अब
रहा
फिर
है,
कुछ लिख रहा है वो।
लाइफ में इतना कुछ हो रहा है और आप लोग को इंस्टाग्राम की पड़ी है। मैंने बोला, मैं उसको बोलने वाला था, ये सड़ा हुआ सब वीडियो जो तू डाल रहा है ना, पहले वो बंद कर।
वो अभी वो टिकटॉक स्टार हो गया है, उसमें मैंने देखे उसके वीडियोस। टिकटॉक स्टार हो रहा है वो अभी,
जबरदस्ती फेमस कर रहा है टिकटॉक को।
तो अभी अगर आईपीएल होता तो अभी चालू हो गया होता।
अभी आईपीएल होता तो आज क्या तारीख है? 1 तारीख है भाई, आज हमारा हैदराबाद के साथ मैच होता शायद।
अभी क्रिकेट तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि
7:44, मतलब अभी मैं जस्ट तुम लोग को ड्रेसिंग रूम में आके बोल रहा होता कि भाई हम टॉस हार गए या जीत गए, बैटिंग करना है या बॉलिंग करना है।
नहीं, हैदराबाद में तो यूजुअली हम टॉस हारते ही हैं।
हाँ यार, हमने इतने साल में
सारे मैच हम हारे ही हैं टॉस।
याद नहीं है कि कभी टॉस जीते। लास्ट ईयर भी सीएसके के साथ फाइनल में टॉस हारे थे हम शायद यार।
नहीं, हाँ पता नहीं, उसमें जीते थे।
हाँ
नहीं, हैदराबाद में जब भी मैच होती है थोड़ा ज्यादा टेंसिटी हो जाती है, एंड तक जाती है तो थोड़ा हो ही जाता है प्रॉब्लम।
हैदराबाद यार लो स्कोरिंग ग्राउंड है यार, मतलब 2 बार हम जो जीते वैसे ही जीते, बट बाकी लोग टीम जब जाते तो 200-200 करते हैं, हम पता नहीं यार, हमारे लिए 100।
नहीं, मुझे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। हैदराबाद का ग्राउंड बड़ा है, बॉल रिवर्स स्विंग होता है, हमको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। हमको बॉम्बे में से तो अच्छा हैदराबाद में खेलना अच्छा है।
और बॉम्बे
मतलब सिर्फ ग्राउंड, टीम नहीं। बॉम्बे टाइम पे होता है ना, ग्राउंड डिफिकल्ट है, टीम तो वही है।
लेकिन अभी जैसा वेदर अभी हुआ है बॉम्बे में, मुझे नहीं लगता कि इस साल ज्यादा ड्यू आता था, तो सारे अपने बॉलर लोग खुश होते थे।
क्यों गर्मी? ड्यू तो गर्मी की वजह से आता है, अभी गर्मी नहीं है उधर।
इस बार यार, अभी मैं जस्ट अपना बैल्कनी में मैं बैठा हुआ था, बैल्कनी का दरवाजा खोला, इतना ठंडा हवा चल रहा है बॉम्बे में, मैंने ऐसा कभी महसूस नहीं किया भाई।
तो वही ना, वो हम लोग को भगवान चाह नहीं रहे कि इजी मिले। हमको मुश्किल ही चीजें देना चाह रहे हैं। पर अभी आपकी इंजरी और वो सब ठीक हो गया? आप
ठीक हो
ओके?
गया यार, मैं तो वेट ही कर रहा था खेलने का, बट
मुझे तो
अनफॉर्चुनेटली
मैंने वही बात की थी कि कब ज्वाइन करने वाले हैं। अभी ज्वाइनिंग का शुरू होने वाला था, उससे पहले ही सब लॉकडाउन ही हो गया, बंद ही हो गया सब।
ये सब खराब हो गया यार, जो भी हुआ है। बट एनीवे, अभी वो तो आप मतलब यार फिटनेस वाइज कैसे
क्या हुआ?
अभी, हाउ आर यू मेंटेनिंग योरसेल्फ?
फिटनेस वाइज तो अभी क्या, फिटनेस वाइज तो थोड़ा कर रहा है। आपने अगर पता नहीं देखा कि नहीं, थोड़ा घर का काम ही कर रहा हूँ मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा झाड़ू कट का कर रहा हूँ, मम्मी को बर्तन धोने में मदद कर रहा हूँ, और कभी कभी पार्ट टाइम माली भी बना हुआ हूँ, तो झाड़ू में पानी भी डाल रहा हूँ।
मेरे ख्याल से सारे जितने भी क्रिकेटर्स है सारे ये काम में बहुत मशहूर होंगे, क्योंकि बचपन से हम सारे लोग यही करते आ रहे हैं। मे बी 1 या 2 क्रिकेटर होंगे पूरे अपने इंडिया में जो जिनको मतलब अच्छा लाइफस्टाइल पहले से ही मिला हो, बट हम सारे लोग तो पहले यही सब काम करते थे, तो हमारा बचपन याद आ गया अभी तो।
नहीं, मैं मतलब हमने किया है, पर अभी बहुत टाइम बात कर रहे हैं तो थोड़ा अलग एक्सपीरियंस है
अजीब
अभी।
अजीब सा
बस
लग रहा है।
मैं तो क्या पता नहीं, उठ के मैं सोच रहा हूँ आज क्या करना है। अभी तो कोई काम होता नहीं है, तो बस जो काम हमें घर वाले दे देते हैं वो हम करने लगते हैं। या फिर ये मेरा जो रूम है, जो यहाँ मैं प्ले स्टेशन खेलते रहता हूँ, या मैं यहीं होता हूँ पूरे दिन। अगर मैं दिखाता हूँ, देखो मैं ये रूम में बैठा रहता हूँ और
काफी
यहाँ
सारी
बैठे रहता हूँ।
काफी सारी ट्रॉफीज दिख रही है मुझे वहां पर भाई।
हाँ, ये अभी वो हम नए घर में शिफ्ट हुए हैं, तो उसका
हाँ।
ये मेरा गेमिंग रूम है। तो मैं
ओह।
यहीं बैठे रहता हूँ जब मेरे दोस्त भी आते हैं। पर अभी तो दोस्त
हाँ।
काफी टाइम से आए नहीं, पर मैं यहीं बैठे रहता हूँ। यहाँ मूवीज देखता हूँ या यहाँ प्ले स्टेशन खेलता हूँ,
अहमदाबाद में
वो
अभी
सब।
कैसा है माहौल सब, लाइक मतलब डिसिप्लिन फॉलो हो
अहमदाबाद
रहा
में
है,
अभी
लोग डिसिप्लिन?
इतना अभी थोड़ा लॉकडाउन अच्छे से हुआ है, लोग फॉलो कर रहे हैं। इतने लोग अभी है नहीं, और यहाँ पे तो देख रहे हैं कि थोड़ा धीरे धीरे स्प्रेड हो रहा है, तो अच्छा है, लोग सुन रहे हैं बात। तो होपफुली चीजें इम्प्रूव होगी। बट हमने तो सोचा ही नहीं था जब हम न्यूजीलैंड में थे, जब हमने सुना था ऐसा है, हमको तो पता ही नहीं था कि ऐसा हो जाएगा कि मतलब घर से निकलना ही मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
हाँ, ये कभी किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा लाइफ में अपने कि ऐसा हो सकता है। बॉम्बे की सड़कें मतलब एकदम सुमसाम हो चुकी है, और ऐसा कभी बॉम्बे में हुआ नहीं इतने कितने कई सालों से यार। अभी मतलब बॉम्बे क्या पूरे वर्ल्ड में अभी एकदम स्टैंड स्टिल का
बंद हो
माहौल है।
गया। नहीं, वही तो यही बोल रहे थे कि
यार
वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद शायद अभी क्रिकेट बंद हुआ है, कभी ऐसे बंद ही नहीं हुआ है क्रिकेट।
हाँ, क्रिकेट क्या सभी बंद हो, बट वो
बट
आई
मेरे
होप यार
मेरे दोस्तों ने
ये बंद ये सब चीज हमारे ऊपर है। अगर हम डिसिप्लिन रखेंगे सारे लोग तो ये जल्दी खुलेगा, नहीं तो ये नहीं खुलेगा, सिंपल सी बात है।
हाँ, अभी कोशिश तो कर रहे हैं लोग, जितना हेल्प कर सके लोग सब एक दूसरे को हेल्प कर रहे हैं। पर
बढ़िया।
मेरे दोस्तों ने मुझे आज एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टार्ट भेजा है।
हाँ।
इंटरेस्टिंग स्टार्ट ये है कि हमारी गेम हम 70 बार खेले हैं साथ में, और हमने आज तक कभी साथ में बैटिंग नहीं की। ऐसा
ओए
कहीं उन्होंने
ओए।
मुझे कभी एक एक ऐसा स्टार्ट भेजा है। तो मैंने बोला अगर हम लोग साथ में बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, या तो बहुत ही बुरी हालत हो गई है हम लोग की तो वो जितना ना आए वही अच्छा है।
बात तो सही है, क्योंकि एक बंदा पहला बॉल खेलता है मैच का, और दूसरा बंदा है जो हो सकता है इनिंग का लास्ट बॉल खेले।
लास्ट बॉल
तो आई थिंक जस्सी यार तेरे को अभी थोड़ा ऊपर बैटिंग करना चाहिए, 7-8 नंबर पे आना चाहिए भाई।
सात आठ नंबर
चहल से तो अच्छा ही बैटिंग कर लेता है।
चहल को मैंने ये बोला है कि चहल से मेरे को ऊपर सच में जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि चहल जब छक्का मारेगा तब उसको जाना चाहिए मेरे
बुरा
मेरे
है,
बाद, क्योंकि उसने अभी तक
ये
इंटरनेशनल छक्का नहीं मारा है।
एक मिनट डिस्टर्ब कर रहा हूँ अभी। ये इधर एक गेस्ट एक है इधर गेस्ट, इसको देख, इसको इसने आज तक किसी का इमिटेट नहीं किया, बट तेरे को बराबर करेगी वो।
हाँ, हेलो,
What does boom boom do?
हाय,
Boom boom balls like that?
How does boom boom?
हाउ डू आई बोल?
No?
शी इज फीलिंग शाय नाउ।
बाय बोल रही है तेरे को।
ये थैंक यू हो गया मेरा।
How does boom boom bowl?
Show me how does boom boom ball, Baba? Like that?
हाँ,
Like that?
So
वो शायर हो गई है।
नहीं वो
वो शायर है।
भाई वो सबसे पहला उसने क्रिकेट का किसी का एक्शन किया है तो वो तेरा किया है।
अच्छा है ना, उसकी चॉइस अच्छी है,
बहुत बढ़िया।
अच्छा बॉलर सिलेक्ट किया उसने।
हाँ, बट मैंने उसको बोला बॉलर नहीं बनना चाहिए यार, अगर बनना ही है कुछ तो बैट्समैन बन जा।
पर क्रिकेटर क्यों बनवा?
अरे
क्रिकेटर
नहीं, मेरी बीवी मान रही है यार, उसको क्रिकेट विकेट कुछ नहीं खिलाना है मुझे, जो करेगी
नहीं, वो तो जो मर्जी,
जो
जो
अभी
मर्जी।
तो क्या है यार, अभी 1 साल 1.5 साल की है यार, तो
अभी
मेरी
तो
बीवी मुझे बताती है भाई, यू आर, आई नो यू आर वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट विद योर डाइट, बट तुम दोनों आपस में बड़े जंक फूड की बातें करते हो यार। सो व्हाट
हाँ,
इज योर,
इन्होंने
तो अभी क्या जंक फूड का क्या है, मतलब व्हाट इज द सिचुएशन, कुछ खाया कि नहीं? वहां पे मैंने अहमदाबाद में सुना है वो जस्सू बेन खतरनाक है, एकदम क्लास है।
अभी तो सब बंद है, अभी तो कहाँ बाहर से।
नहीं अभी नहीं, मतलब
पर ये पहले खाया है, पहले खाया है।
हाँ।
ये जब भी कुछ खाते हैं ऐसे पेस्ट्रीज या ऐसे कुछ भी, तो ये मुझे भेजते हैं कि देखो मैं खा रही हूँ एंड तुम नहीं खा सकते हो। तो मैंने बोला ये थोड़ा ऐसे अच्छी बात नहीं है कि बेचारा जो बंदा नहीं खाता है और जो नहीं खा पा रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं खाना मतलब खाना अच्छा नहीं लगता है, वो तो डाइट के हिसाब से। पर अभी तो कुछ भी डाइट नहीं, अभी तो जो घर वालों ने बोला है कि जो बनेगा चुपचाप खा लो, नहीं तो खुद बना लो। अब खाना तो बनाना आता नहीं है, तो जो मम्मी बना रही है वो हम खा रहे हैं।
अगर यार मुझे पूछना था ऐसे, क्योंकि मुझे ना बहुत लोग पूछ रहे कि फास्ट, मुझे लोग रिक्वेस्ट भेज रहे हैं फास्ट बॉलर्स लोग कैसे घर में बैठ के क्या एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं। मैंने, क्योंकि मैं तो बैट्समैन हूँ, मेरा अलग होगा जो भी होगा, बट यू आर अ बॉलर, सो अभी घर में बैठ के व्हाट आर द एक्सरसाइजेज और व्हाट काइंड ऑफ रूटीन इफ अ यंग बडिंग बॉलर हु जस्ट probably started playing cricket now, or who was in the thick of things, suddenly अभी सब बंद हो गया, तो वो लोग बाहर तो जाके कुछ कर नहीं सकते, जिम विम सब बंद है, तो घर में रह के क्या, व्हाट कैन दे डू?
बहुत एक्सरसाइज है ऐसे तो हम लोग, मैं भी अभी वही, हम लोग के लिए भी अभी एकदम ही नया ये चीज है कि मतलब घर पे बिल्कुल ही बंद, मतलब बिल्कुल कहीं बाहर नहीं जा सकते, मुश्किल है। हम लोग के पास कुछ कुछ चीजें हैं अवेलेबल, शायद सब लोगों के पास है नहीं, पर वो थेरा बैंड हो गया कि मतलब बॉडी वेट एक्सरसाइज हो गई। बट इससे मैं जो अभी कर रहा हूँ कि मैं, जो आप चापी भी है हमारा ट्रेनर मुंबई इंडियंस का, उससे मैंने प्रोग्राम लिया, तो वो बॉडी वेट एक्सरसाइजेस, तो मतलब हो गया जंप स्क्वाट्स हो गए, लंजेस, पुशअप्स, तो सुपर सेट करके साथ में उसने रेपिटेशंस बढ़ा दिए, तो वो डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है। तो ऐसे सब करके थोड़ा मैनेज करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। ऑब्वियसली रनिंग तो यहाँ हो नहीं पा रही है, क्योंकि आपके पास अगर ट्रेडमिल है तो आप कवर अप कर सकते हो, बट सब लोग के पास होगा नहीं। तो ये सभी सुपर सेट एक्सरसाइजेस करके हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम कैसे ना कैसे कवर अप करें, बट बेसिक।
वो अच्छा, तो मतलब बेसिकली यही है कि जो भी तुम जिम में करते थे वो घर में कर सकते हो, बट विदाउट एनी वेट्स, बट ज्यादा रेपिटेशन, सिंपल।
वही हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
हाँ, और ये लोग, मेरे को भी जानना था, यू आर अ बिग फैन ऑफ इब्राहिमोविच, ज़्लातान। सो एनीथिंग,
आपकी आवाज ही कम, पता नहीं क्या हो गया है,
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है मेरा,
आवाज कम हो गया, बट बहुत धीरे धीरे आ रहा है, बट कोई नहीं,
सुनाई दे रहा है अभी?
रहने दो। अगर गायब हो गया तो फिर बहुत मुश्किल से होगा, तो ये ऐसी धीरे आवाज ही चलने दो।
कुछ कर नहीं रहा हूँ इसीलिए। तो जस्ट टेल मी अबाउट इब्राहिमोविच की, वो उन्होंने वो कैसे यार तुम्हारे उसमें जिंदगी में, मतलब हाउ इज ही एज एन इंस्पिरेशन, व्हाट हैज ही?
यार फुटबॉल का तो आप तो ज्यादा फॉलो करते हो मेरे से, बट मैं कुछ प्लेयर्स को फॉलो करता हूँ। तो इसमें ये ज़्लाटान का स्टोरी मुझे इसके लिए पसंद आया है क्योंकि
बिंदास
जो
है।
क्या
बिंदास है एकदम, जो भी है
बिंदास तो है, पर वो थोड़ा अलग है कैरेक्टर, मेरा वैसा कैरेक्टर नहीं है,
बहुत ज्यादा अलग है।
हाँ, पर एक है कि उसको, मेरे को सिर्फ ये स्टोरी से मैं रिलेट कर सकता हूँ क्योंकि उसको लोगों ने ज्यादा सीरियसली लिया नहीं और सोचा कि वो कभी कुछ नहीं करने वाला है। तो वैसा मेरे साथ थोड़ा शुरू में ऐसा होता था कि मुझे कोई गिनता ही नहीं था, तो इसके लिए, हाँ, तो वैसा इसके लिए मैं उससे रिलेट कर पाता हूँ थोड़ा, तो मुझे इसके लिए वो।
और यार प्लेयर भी तगड़े है भाई तुम दोनों, तो ऑब्वियसली सेम डायरेक्शन में चल रहा है तुम दोनों का। और मलिंगा के बारे में व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से? अरे लोग मुझे बोल रहे हैं इंग्लिश में बात करो, अरे भाई हम इंडियन है, हिंदी में ही बात करेंगे भाई। तुम हमारे
अरे जब इंग्लिश में बात करते हैं तो बोलेंगे इंग्लिश में क्यों बात कर रहे हो,
लोग
हिंदी।
मेरे को बोल रहे हैं इंग्लिश में बात करो। अरे भाई बस करो तुम, जब टीवी पे इंटरव्यू देना होगा इंग्लिश में देंगे, ये हम लोग घर में बैठे हैं अभी। तो लसित मलिंगा, हाउ हाउ मतलब उन्होंने कैसे आपको, मतलब जब आप टीम में आए थे 2013 में, तभी आप मैचेस नहीं खेल रहे थे, आपने मतलब उस टाइम से लेके अभी तक, अभी 7 साल हो गया, 8 साल, 8वां साल है, 8 साल से आप उसके साथ हो, तो हाउ डू यू लुक एट हिम एज एन इंस्पिरेशन? मतलब क्योंकि बहुत सिमिलर तरीके का आप लोग का बॉलिंग है।
बॉलिंग एक्ट मतलब जब वो आए थे, वैसे भी आपने देखा है उनसे कम्युनिकेशन करना तो कितना डिफिकल्ट है।
हाँ,
वो तो सबको
बिल्कुल।
पता ही है, वो क्या बोलते हैं, वो क्या समझते हैं, वो पता नहीं, मैं जैसे तैसे कुछ बात करता हूँ, बट लोग बहुत सोचते हैं कि ऐसा 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 हुआ है, मुझे यॉर्कर डालना उन्होंने सिखाया है। द द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज कि ऐसा है कि उन्होंने मेरे को जितना हो सके, वो माइंडसेट की बात है। आपने आपने देखा होगा जब वो मार भी खाते हैं अगर कभी, तो वो हंसते हैं कि भाई
बिल्कुल।
क्यों हंस रहे हैं। तो मैं यूजुअली पहले जब खेलता था तो मैं बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा हो जाता था खेलते हुए। तो
हाँ,
वो मुझे ये बोल रहे थे कि गुस्सा होने से क्या होने वाला है, कोई फायदा होगा नहीं।
बिल्कुल।
तो स्किल वाइज वो तो प्रैक्टिस जो साथ में की वो तो है, बट मेन चीज जितनी मेरी इंप्रूव हुई है वो माइंडसेट रिलेटेड बात है, क्योंकि क्रिकेट में सब प्रैक्टिस तो उतनी ही कर रहे हैं। अगर जिसका दिमाग एंड तक शांत रहने वाला है, जैसे हम लोग जिस पोजीशन में बॉलिंग करते हैं बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, तो अगर गुस्सा हो गया तो फिर टीम को और प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी।
बेसिकली काम
तो इक्वेशन अच्छा है उनके साथ,
काम
और अभी भी बात करते रहते हैं।
हाँ हाँ। और जब एक दूसरे के अगेंस्ट खेलते हो तभी
एक दूसरे के अगेंस्ट खेलते हैं तो ये है कि जब बॉलिंग कर रहा होता हूँ मैं, उनको एक दो बार बॉलिंग करने को आई है, तो ये है कि बस मतलब बाउंसर बाउंसर जरा समझ के डालने को बोला है, ऐसे
एक
थोड़ा,
दूसरे
क्योंकि
को
अभी
बाउंसर नहीं डालने, बस यॉर्कर डालो चलेगा।
बाउंसर नहीं डालना। हाँ, पर ऐसे आउट हुआ नहीं अभी तक, वो बच गया अभी तक। अभी थोड़ा मेरे को एक्चुअली चहल को बॉलिंग करनी है, मेरे को चहल
सीरियसली मैं भी यही चाहता हूँ, आरसीबी के साथ जब मैच होगा, अगर
आरसीबी के सामने अगर मेरी बॉलिंग आए तो मेरे को चहल को बॉल डालनी है, चहल।
बिल्कुल मैं भी चाहता हूँ कि एक ओवर बचा के रखूं, ताकि
कि
नहीं, क्योंकि वो यार
जब वो
अपने बैटिंग को लेकर है ना, काफी ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो गया अभी वो। जब से
चहल
उसने एक वो स्ट्रेट ड्राइव मारा इंग्लैंड में, तब से थोड़ा ज्यादा ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो गया है। तो
मैंने उसको ये बोला कि चहल छक्का कैसे मार सकता है, चहल अगर तू छक्का मार देगा तो उसके, मैं वही बोला कि मुझे उससे ऊपर जाना चाहिए। जिस दिन उसने छक्का मार दिया तो फिर मैं नीचे आ जाऊंगा वापस, पर वो सुन नहीं रहा है।
बिल्कुल। ओ यार वो तो भूल ही गया मैं, चहल को बोलना चाहिए भाई, तूने अभी तक एक भी छक्का नहीं मारा इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में, बुमराह ने मारा है, वो भी जो अभी फिलहाल
पैट कमिंस, वो एक्चुअली पैट कमिंस को याद भी होगा,
नंबर 1 बॉलर है भाई।
उसको याद भी होगा और वेट भी कर रहा होगा कि जब अगली बारी मेरी बैटिंग आएगी और अगर उसको बॉल डालना है तो मुझे तो पता ही है क्या आने वाला है, तो उसके लिए मैं प्रिपेयर्ड हुई।
फिलहाल तो सबसे ज्यादा होप वही कर रहा होगा कि आईपीएल हो यार, पैट कमिंस। नेक्स्ट ईयर तो भाई बड़ा ऑप्शन है, तो ये साल
थोड़ा थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाएगा कि मतलब आपका इतना बड़ा, आपको इतना अच्छा ऑप्शन गया आपका और आईपीएल ही ना हुआ, तो थोड़ा फनी हो जाएगा ये।
फनी हो जाएगा। हाउ मच यू वर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू बोल विद ट्रेंट बोल्ट?
ट्रेंट बोल्ट बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग, वो जब दिल्ली में भी था तभी भी मेरी उससे बात हुई थी, तो वो मुझसे पूछ रहा था कि उसको स्लोअर बॉल का वो कैसे प्रैक्टिस करे, और वो सब तो हमारी उस टाइम भी बात हुई थी। तो अभी जब हम मिल रहे थे न्यूजीलैंड में भी अभी मिल रहे थे, तो तभी हमारा यही बात चल रहा था कि अगर बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होगा, क्योंकि उसको हमेशा मजा आता है कि बॉम्बे में जब वो बॉल डालता है तो उसको बाउंस मिलता है और स्विंग होता है, वहां नया बॉल तो स्विंग होता ही है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
तो वो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग उसको था कि मजा आएगा। काफी इंटरेस्टिंग बाइस भी थे हमारे पास, क्रिस लिन, नेथन कुल्टरनाइल, तो काफी एक्साइटेड थे कि मतलब अच्छा टीम लग रहा है हमारा।
टीम बहुत अच्छा था सीरियसली, मतलब आई वाज वेरी मच लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू दिस, क्योंकि जो बॉलिंग कॉम्बिनेशन हमारा, हम इतने सालों से हम जो बोल रहे थे कि हमें एकदम लीथल कॉम्बिनेशन चाहिए नया बॉल का, वो इस साल हमारे पास था। और बैटिंग लाइनअप भी हमारा ऑलमोस्ट सेटल्ड ही था, और उसके बाद हमने क्रिस लिन को ऐड किया है। तो मतलब हमने इस बार सारा बेसिस जो है हमारा, जो भी था सब कवर किया हुआ था अच्छे से। तो इसलिए ये आईपीएल हमारे लिए काफी एक्साइटिंग होने वाला था। बट एनीवे, आई मीन लेट्स सी
बट ये
पहले
तो कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते कि
हाँ
अभी
I mean,
जो
you
हुआ है
can't-
वो हुआ है। बट
बिल्कुल
इम्पोर्टेंट है अभी कि ये चीज खत्म हो जाए। वो तो क्रिकेट तो आ ही जाएगा वापस
क्रिकेट
अपने
तो आ
आप
ही
ही।
जाएगा बिल्कुल। और और क्या था यार, आई मीन न्यूजीलैंड।
आपने 2-4 सवाल सोच के रखे थे मन में कि मैंने ये सवाल पूछना है, मैंने
नहीं
ऐसा
नहीं,
पूछना।
ऐसे ही यार कैजुअल चैट था ये, इंटरव्यू जैसा नहीं करना था मुझे यार। I mean,
नहीं बट
क्या यार,
क्योंकि ये तो मैं सिर्फ पूछ रहा हूँ कि
नहीं
मेरे
मेरे
को
को
चहल
लोग
ने नीचे लिखा है कि मेरे से ज्यादा रन बनाया है उसने, तो मुझे चुप कर जाना चाहिए ऐसा।
किसने,
कब उसने एक चौका मारा, वो
कौन, चहल?
मैं वो टॉर में नहीं था।
चहल ना।
हम्म।
चल तुम दोनों के बीच में अभी कंपटीशन करते हैं कि कौन ज्यादा रन बनाएगा। एक साल के बाद हम लोग उसको ये करेंगे और उसके बाद डिसाइड करेंगे कि कौन बेटर बैट्समैन है। और भाई हाँ यार, अब सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज तो मैं पूछना भूल गया यार, टीवी शोज और ये वो यार। मुझे पता है कि यार यू लाइक ऑल दिस टीवी शोज ये वो। फिलहाल आपके प्लेलिस्ट अपना लिस्ट में नंबर 1 कौन सा चल रहा है अभी?
टीवी शोज तो अभी वो आपने हॉटस्टार में पता है एक आया है कि स्पेशल ऑप्स।
हाँ, स्पेशल
वो
ऑप्शन।
इंटरेस्टिंग है। हाँ मैं वो देख रहा हूँ। मैंने हो गए हैं 4-5 एपिसोड हो गए हैं, अभी
अच्छा।
बस खत्म होने आएगा 2-4 और। बट मैं अभी सब चीजों का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लिया मैंने, मतलब सारी सीरीज के, मतलब अभी कुछ भी बाकी नहीं रखने वाला हूँ। अभी क्या करें,
नेटफ्लिक्स, अमेजोन हॉटस्टार।
नेटफ्लिक्स सब कुछ।
मैं और आप भी कर लेते हैं। ऋषभ पूछ रहे हैं मुझे। ऋषभ कल कल बात करूंगा तेरे साथ भाई, तैयार रहियो।
ऋषभ पंत क्या कर रहा होगा, वो
अभी
सबसे
वो
इंटरेस्टिंग बात ये है।
पहाड़ पे गया हुआ है वो। उसका एक्चुअल घर वहां पर है ना, तो पहाड़ पे है वो।
उसने लिखा है कि हाउस यू बूम सर एंड रोहित सर।
हाँ,
सर मतलब
बड़ा
इतनी, चलो आपको तो
बड़ा
इज्जत दी
इंग्लिश
होगी, मुझे तो उसने अपने लाइफ में कभी इतनी इज्जत नहीं दी है जितना यहाँ ये झूठ लिख रहा है।
बड़ा इंग्लिश झाड़ रहा है। अभी कल उससे बात करूंगा ना, पूरे इंग्लिश में ही बात करूंगा।
हम्म। आपके 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 वाइफ ने भी कमेंट किया है कि
क्या?
वो फ्लेमिंग हॉट चीटोस तो पता नहीं, कभी खाया ही नहीं मैंने।
अरे बुमराह, कोई बात नहीं यार, तूने खाया भी होगा तो उसमें क्या है यार।
नहीं नहीं,
6 पैक्स
खा
लेके
लेंगे,
घूम
पर
रहा है
जब
जो अभी।
जब अवेलेबल होगा तब खा लूंगा मैं।
6 पैक्स लेके घूम रहा है, कभी कभी खा सकता है, ऐसा कोई उसमें वो थोड़ी है।
नहीं नहीं, खाता ही हूँ, बट यहाँ ऐसे मिलता नहीं है ना, मतलब चीटोस के बारे में मैंने इतना देखा नहीं।
पंत और चहल मेरा दिमाग खा रहे हैं इस पे। चहल तू
मैं वही देख रहा हूँ, वो
सीरियसली
लिख रहे
अभी
हैं कुछ
तू है
इसमें।
ना, अपने पिताजी को नचा रहा है यार। तेरे को शर्म आ रहा है कि नहीं साला?
वो बोल रहा है कि आप और मेरा और चहल का कंपटीशन कर रहा है। बोलते हैं आप और मैं भी कंपटीशन करते हैं कि कौन कितना मार सकता है,
कितना मार
आप लोग
अबे,
दोनों।
वो तूने मूवी देखा है अपना वो रन रन मूवी देखा है? जो अभिषेक बच्चन और उसका मूवी है वो यार। उसमें एक कैरेक्टर है वो कौवा बिरयानी, विजय राज।
वो विजय राज।
एग्जैक्ट चहल। चहल एग्जैक्ट कौवा बिरयानी। उसका नाम रखना
चहल नहीं,
रखना है मेरे को, कौवा
ऋषभ पंत बोल रहा है कि वो और आपका कंपटीशन करना है कि कौन सबसे दूर मार सकता है।
पंत। अच्छा
पंत बोल रहा है आप और वो।
अच्छा, मेरे साथ उसको करना है।
हाँ
साला 1 साल हुआ नहीं इसको क्रिकेट खेल के, छक्के का कंपटीशन कर रहा है। उसको बोलता हूँ मैं भाई, मैं लोगों से पूछता हूँ, डाल दे उस पे, ट्विटर
लोगों
पे डालता हूँ मैं।
लोगों से आप पूछोगे कि कौन कौन ज्यादा दूर मार सकता है बॉल अभी ये तो मतलब बेचारा वो फंस जाएगा।
यार मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, अभी जब पंगा क्यों ले रहा है, फिर चुपचाप बैठना।
अभी सब घर पे बोर हो रहे हैं। आई टॉक इन शुद्ध हिंदी ओनली।
हाँ, ये सब बीसी कर रहा है वो।
ये चहल तो होता ही है, चहल ऑनलाइन है, मैं ये सब देख रहा हूँ। बट ये
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ
आपने ये
चहल।
कितनी बार किया है, मतलब ये इंटरेस्टिंग है, ये मैंने ज्यादा किया
यार
नहीं है।
अभी मेरे साथ केविन पीटरसन ने किया। केविन पीटरसन ने मुझे बोला कि व्हाई डोंट यू टॉक विद फ्यू ऑफ योर टीममेट्स। ऐसे ही लोगों
अच्छा,
लोगों को कुछ तो मिले यार क्रिकेट का।
वो लोग को आता है, वो लोग रेगुलरली अच्छे से कर लेते हैं, हम लोग थोड़ा इसमें अनाड़ी है।
हाँ, अनाड़ी तो यार मतलब।
अच्छा हिट, ये मुंबई इंडियंस ने भी कुछ लिखा है। मुंबई इंडियंस ने लिखा है कि हिटमैन के साथ पंगा पड़ेगा महंगा। ये इंटरेस्टिंग चीजें लिख रहे हैं लोग।
अच्छा, ये टाइम पास चल रहा है और क्या?
हार्दिक
लोग कितने लोगों को एंटरटेन
हार्दिक
कर
सर
रहे
का
हैं।
आपने हार्दिक सर से बात की है?
नहीं, अभी नहीं किया यार। अभी वो पता नहीं किधर गायब हो गया, दोनों भाई लोग गायब है। काफी ज्यादा ही
हार्दिक
क्वारंटीन
सर
है वो दोनों। बात करूंगा धीरे धीरे लोगों से यार, अभी और क्या, घर में बैठ के कुछ तो करे टाइम पास। आवाज गया तेरा बुमराह, आवाज गया तेरा, पूरा गया, आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। हाँ अभी आया।
आवाज आ रहा है?
ये नीचे माइक्रोफोन है ना, उसमें अगर तूने हाथ लगाया तो नहीं आएगा आवाज।
मैंने तो नीचे नहीं हाथ लगाया।
हाँ नहीं, वो शायद तो अभी ठीक है।
आ रहा है आवाज?
हाँ अभी ठीक है, अभी ठीक है।
चहल पूछ रहा है मुंबई इंडियंस मिस कर रहा है मुझे।
किसको, चहल को?
चहल पूछ रहा है कि उसको मिस कर रहा है।
अच्छा, चहल को बोल बेटे, ये
मतलब
मैसेज सबके
मन
पास
से वो
जाएगा।
वापस आना चाहता है।
आरसीबी के पास जाएगा ये मैसेज, बोल दिया उसको।
हाँ, उसको वो ये कप्तान को बोलेंगे।
अगर अगर मुंबई अगर हारता था, एक भी जीतता नहीं था, तो शायद मिस करते थे उसको। बट अभी हम जीत रहे तो हम क्यों मिस करें उसको भाई।
वो सुन रहा होगा ये बात तो।
चल,
वो बिल्कुल ही सुन रहा होगा।
बैंगलोर में बैठ, तू अच्छा है उधर।
आपने उससे भी एक बार बात किया था ना?
चहल से भी बात किया था, काफी 5-6 दिन पहले बात किया था। तो मैंने
चहल
उसको
तो
भी पूछा।
हर रोज यही मिलता होगा ये टाइम पे, मतलब उसको अगर देखना हो तो हर रोज एवरी अदर डे तो लाइव होता ही होगा। तो उसको यही यही कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं उसके लिए।
इस मेरा आइडिया ले लिया उसने। मैंने उसको बोला था कि मैं कुछ प्लेयरों के साथ करूंगा ऐसी बातचीत। अभी वो अपने दोस्तों के साथ बातचीत कर रहा है ऑनलाइन जाके, ये वो सब। अबे चहल खुद का कुछ बनाए, अपना
मैंने
स्टाइल
उसको
जाएगा।
बोला थोड़े टाइम अभी नई नई हॉबी लेनी है तो सोशल मीडिया को जाने दे, कुछ और ट्राई कर। पर
हाँ
वो सुनता
बिल्कुल
नहीं है।
बिल्कुल। हमारे जितने भी लोग हैं अभी, व्यूअर्स लोग जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमको कभी ऐसे नहीं बात करते हुए देखा होगा जैसे अभी हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं भाई साहब। हम लोग ऐसे ही बात करते हैं जब हम अपने होटल में रहते हैं, हम अपने घरों में होते हैं। तो जो भी आप हमें सुनते हो इंटरव्यू देते हुए, वो इंटरव्यू है। तो ये हमारा घर का सीन है, घर का माहौल है
अच्छा, मुझे
बाबा।
मुझे एक बात बताओ कि आप खाना वाना बनाना सीखा है आपने? कि
खाना
खाना
नहीं
वाना
बना
बना?
पाता हूँ यार मैं, बेसिक अपना ये जो है थोड़ा
हेलो।
बहुत है बना लेता हूँ। समय से हाय बाबा। उसको यार मच्छर ने काट लिया, देख उसके सर पे लाल हो गया।
उसका उसका मूड नहीं है?
नहीं, उसका मूड कभी रहता है कभी नहीं। अभी यहाँ से जाएगी तो चिल्लाएगी बूम 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 करके। वो बोलती है तेरा
वो तो
नाम,
मेरे को वीडियो भेजा था, मैं वो बहुत मैंने रखा है वीडियो।
बूम बूम वेस बूम बूम। नो, यू वांट टू से एनीथिंग? पता नहीं यार, अभी उसका पूरे मूड पे डिपेंड है। वो भी
क्यों,
पढ़
खाना
रही
आप
है
बना
यार
रहे हो
घर पे
खाना कि
बैठ
नहीं वो
बैठ के।
बताओ?
हाँ
नहीं,
क्या?
खाना।
नहीं यार, मेरी बीवी बना लेती है थोड़ा बहुत खाना वाना, मतलब पास्ता हो गया, या फिर वेजीज हो गया। वेजी सैलेड, परसों उसने वेजी सैलेड बनाया था, वो बहुत अच्छा था ऑलिव ऑयल के साथ। तो वो अच्छा था।
एंड झाड़ू कट का?
झाड़ू कट का मैंने झाड़ू मारा अपने कमरे का, क्योंकि मेरे को अपना कमरा चाहिए साफ। बाकी तो मैंने नहीं किया कुछ।
बाकी नहीं।
नहीं बाकी नहीं। बट हाँ थोड़ा बहुत यार यहाँ वहाँ अभी यही सब कर रहा हूँ। उस दिन मैं जब पीटरसन से बात कर रहा था, उसके पहले मेरे को पूरा घर साफ कर रहा था मैं। 2.5 घंटा लगा यार मुझे साफ करने में।
अरे हमको तो आदत ही नहीं। मैंने हमारे घर में बालकनी में गार्डन लगा, तो
हाँ
गार्डन में वो अभी सेट ही हो रहा था क्योंकि हम जैसे ही न्यूजीलैंड से आए तो नए घर में शिफ्ट हुए। तो काफी 95% चीजें हो गई थी, बट कुछ कुछ चीजें बाकी हुई, तो आधा गार्डन बना हुआ है।
हाँ।
अब तो ये लॉकडाउन आ गया, तो वो गार्डन का माली मैं बन गया हूँ क्योंकि और कोई चढ़ चढ़ के पानी डाल नहीं सकता है।
बट तुम
तो
लोग
मैं ही
लकी हो
बना
यार,
हूँ।
तुम लोग वहां पर बड़े बड़े घरों में रहते हो, इधर हम अपार्टमेंट में फंस गए यार।
इतना बड़ा भी घर नहीं है ये।
बट
ये तो
तुम्हारे पास गार्डन वार्डन तो है ना यार, हमारे पास तो, हम तो
हाँ,
अपार्टमेंट।
बालकनी में है।
हमारे पास व्यू है। हम ऊपर से, हमको व्यू दिखता है अच्छा पूरे
नहीं, यहाँ
सिटी
पे
का।
कुछ, मैं तो सेकंड फ्लोर पे ही रहता, तो हम लोग का तो इतना कोई व्यू व्यू का ऐसा नहीं।
हाँ
बट है यहाँ पे अभी, मतलब लोग अभी थोड़ा फ्रस्ट्रेट हो रहे हैं क्योंकि पर क्या करें,
बस ये कुछ फ्रस्ट्रेट हो,
ये
जितना
टाइम थोड़ा
होना है
निकल।
फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाओ, घर में बैठ के जो करना है करो, टीवी तोड़ो, ये तोड़ो, वो तोड़ो, जो करना है करो, बट घर पे बैठ के करो जो भी करना है, प्लीज।
घर पे, बिल्कुल घर पे ही
क्योंकि
बैठ
हम
के,
लोगों को घर के
एंड
बाहर निकलना है।
सैनिटाइजेशन करते रहना चाहिए और
हाँ, हमको घर के बाहर निकलना है, हमको अपना लाइफ आगे लेके जाना है,
क्या। आज
सबको,
बेसिकली
हमको क्या
1
है।
अप्रैल है, तो लोग उल्टा रूमर्स नहीं फैलाने चाहिए। वो रूमर्स जो फैलाते हैं कि
हाँ,
ये है, वो है, ये है, वो है,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल यार, ये सब थोड़ा समझदारी से काम लेना होगा, और क्या। बस चहल की तरह मत सोचो।
चहल को कुछ भी हो तो चहल को बीच में कॉन्वर्सेशन में चहल आ ही जाता है।
क्योंकि वो अपने आप को बहुत बड़ा, वो अपने आप को ग्रेट समझता है यार। तुम लोग के लोगों को किसी को पता नहीं है ये बात। अभी तो मैं लाइव भी बोल
उसको
दूंगा।
उसको बहुत मजा आता है उसमें। वो इसका इतना फ्लो में, वो आराम से उसको रोज वो इंस्टाग्राम, वो मतलब आगे जाके इन्फ्लुएंसर बन सकता है। जैसे उसका क्रिकेट
100%।
खत्म होगा।
बूम एंड रो, हु आर द मोस्ट मिसिंग फ्रॉम, किसको मिस कर रहा है तू?
मुंबई इंडियंस का,
एमआई
हाँ,
कैंप में से तू किसको मिस कर रहा है भाई?
एमआई कैंप में से एक बंदा को अगर नाम लेना तो थोड़ा मुश्किल है। कैंप बेसिकली पूरा कैंप ही मिस हो रहा है कि मैं, सी
हाँ यार,
ऑब्वियसली हर
कि
साल आते
हमारा,
हो तो आप कुछ ना कुछ, आपका ट्रेनिंग चालू हो जाता है, आप सीखते हो नया नया हर साल,
अभी
क्योंकि
वही
हमारा
वो
स्टाफ भी
मतलब
ऐसा है।
अभी ये टीम, ये दो जो महीना था, अप्रैल और मई, पूरा मतलब त्योहार का महीना होता है यार इंडिया में। तो आईपीएल लोगों के लिए त्योहार जैसे ही है, बट एक फैमिली बॉन्ड जो बोलते हैं ना, वो बन गया था हमारा यहाँ पर इतना अच्छे तरीके से।
वही वो मुझे बोल रहा था कोई कि मैं तो, आप तो और भी पहले से, 2013 के बाद ये पहला बार है कि अप्रैल और मई ऐसा टाइम है कि हम लोग घर पे हैं। नहीं तो कभी घर पे ही नहीं होते।
चांस ही नहीं।
मतलब आप तो बॉम्बे में होते हो, बट फिर
अरे भाई, आईपीएल के पहले भी अप्रैल मई में हम कभी घर पे नहीं थे यार। हमारा या तो कोई या स्कूल का टूर्नामेंट होता था, या कोई जोनल टूर्नामेंट होता था, कुछ ना कुछ होता है। अप्रैल मई में कौन घर बैठता है यार? आई थिंक जब भी हम स्कूल में थे ना, तभी हम घर पे बैठते थे, क्योंकि वो समर हॉलीडेज होता था।
समर वेकेशन,
हाँ,
पर तभी
तभी
भी
हम
क्रिकेट तो खेलते होगे ना।
क्रिकेट तो खेलते ही थे हम। बट चलो, होप करते हैं यार कि ये सब बेटर हो जाए, एंड वी गेट
होपफुली।
टू।
पर अच्छा, लोग सुन तो रहे हैं, कम से कम चीजें हो तो रही है, तो काफी उससे फर्क पड़ रहा है।
लोग मुझे
तो
पूछ रहे, आज बुमराह हु इज द टफेस्ट बैट्समैन ही इज फेस्ड टू बोल टू, फ्रॉम, नॉट फ्रॉम इंडिया बट आउटसाइड इंडिया। कौन है भाई टफेस्ट बैट्समैन टू बोल टू? हाँ, आवाज गया बुमराह दे रहा वापस।
अभी
हाँ,
आ रहा है
अभी आ
आवाज।
गया, आ गया, आ गया।
टफेस्ट बैट्समैन मतलब किधर का टफेस्ट बैट्समैन? इंडिया का टफेस्ट
नहीं,
बैट्समैन
बाहर,
के?
इंडिया के बाहर पूछ रहे हो लोग।
इंडिया के बाहर ऐसे
मतलब
दिन की बात होती है, कभी तो कोई भी मार सकता है, ऐसा पता ही है। पर अगर एक मतलब डिफिकल्ट अगर है तो लास्ट में तो ए बी को डिफिकल्ट होता ही है जब
ये
डालते हैं।
भी यार, यहाँ वहां करके कुछ भी मार देता है यार।
फिर जॉस बटलर भी लास्ट में कभी कभी
हाँ,
मुश्किल हो जाता है।
जॉस बटलर भी,
वो भी
मतलब जो भी बैट्समैन साले चारों तरफ खेलते हैं ना शॉट, वो डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है। ऐसे कैप्टन
हम्म।
ऑल्सो भी, कैप्टन भी यार, तुम कहाँ कहाँ फील्ड लगाओगे यार?
देखो, आप लास्ट में बॉलिंग करते हो तो ऐसे
हाँ,
कभी कभी तो कोई भी छक्का मार देता है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही बात है। बट हम
पर मुश्किल है।
अगर इस
अच्छा
बार
ठीक है, तो
आईपीएल हुआ
आप
ना,
मुझे बताओ।
अगर इस बार आईपीएल हुआ तो चहल का याद रखेंगे हम लोग, ठीक है? एक ओवर चहल को उड़ाना है।
100%। और चहल को डालने का भी राउंड द विकेट,
आउट ही नहीं
ओवर द
करेंगे
विकेट
उसको।
नहीं।
उसको आउट नहीं करना है, उसको 6 बॉल खेलना है बस, फिर मैं देखता हूँ।
वो नहीं,
हम
वो ये नहीं सुन रहा
एलबीडब्ल्यू
होगा।
भी अगर हो गए ना, अपील नहीं करेंगे हम लोग, ठीक है? छोड़ देंगे।
शॉर्ट लेग, टेस्ट
हाँ,
मैच वाली फील्ड रख सकते हैं।
टेस्ट मैच वाली फील्ड, लेग गली, एक शॉर्ट लेग।
सही है।
स्लिप विप की भी जरूरत नहीं है। मैं चाहिए तो लेग साइड में 2 स्लिप लगा दूंगा। नहीं, बट वहां पे 3 फील्डर नहीं हो सकते ना उससे ज्यादा, तो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं।
नहीं, कुछ भी हो, राउंड द विकेट डालने का, राउंड द विकेट उसको बॉडी लाइन बॉलिंग। तो
हाँ,
थोड़ा वो पुल मारता है ना, अच्छा वो अभी ऐसे ही कुछ लिखेगा कि मैं पुल मार दूंगा, मैं ये
चलो
कर
ठीक है,
दूंगा।
देख लेंगे पुल मारता है कि नहीं। देखता हूँ मैं पुल मारता है कि नहीं।
देखा, लिख रहा है, आया उसका कुछ आया है,
कुछ ना
आई
कुछ
विल
लिखेगा,
ब्रिंग
आई
इट
विल
ऑन।
प्ले, ब्रिंग इट ऑन, ऐसा लिख रहा है। अच्छा बेटे, ठीक है।
ठीक है, ये तो इंटरेस्टिंग हुआ। एक बॉल डाली थी अभी, धर्मशाला में प्रैक्टिस कर रहे थे।
हाँ, फिर से आवाज गया।
हेलो।
हाँ अभी आया।
एक बॉल डाली थी धर्मशाला के नेट्स में, तो खेला नहीं, चला गया। और एक ही बॉल डाली, उसमें बोल्ड भी हुआ, फिर बोल रहा है लाइट नहीं है, ये है वो है।
हाँ नहीं नहीं, मेरे को उसको देखना
अच्छा,
सीरियसली, अभी तो देख के ही रहूंगा।
मुंबई इंडियंस का एक सवाल है कि वो ग्रुप डांस किसने कोरियोग्राफ किया था न्यूजीलैंड में?
ग्रुप डांस, ये आइडिया चहल का था वीडियो बनाने का, बट डांस तो हमने यार सामने देख के, एक कोई वीडियो था उसको देख के हमने कोरियोग्राफ किया, बट कोरियोग्राफर एक्चुअली मैं ही था, मैंने ही सबको
तो
बताया
पर
कि
आपने अपना चेहरा क्यों कवर कर दिया था?
यार वो लोग ने मुझे बोला कि भाई थोड़ा स्वैग चाहिए, ये चाहिए, तो मैं ऐसे एकदम थोड़ा सा स्वैग
कवर कर दिया।
करने गया, बट हाँ, अरे यार किसी को भी पता था कि वो मैं